Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday, I think? Yes, it's Tuesday afternoon. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please let me know, good, bad, or otherwise, how the audio is sounding today. I've made a bunch of changes and I'm hoping they're set up right. I've been doing a lot of test recordings in the hopes that I did it correctly. I hope and pray to the audio gods that it works. So please let me know if anything is too loud, too quiet, if you literally can't hear something, if I'm blasting your eardrums out, whatever. Let me know. Anything. No hard feelings, I just need to know. And Levi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday afternoon to you, and congratulations on first for today. I hope you're having a good one. I have nothing to report. It's been too hot to do anything, so I've literally sat around and done nothing for the last 2 days. So it's a boring just chatting session today, sorry. Let's see, what can we talk about for just a minute? Oh, if you weren't there and you didn't see it, friend of the community, Switchback Mongo, hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube yesterday. So hooray for Mongo, yay, we're very excited for him. He's been super supportive of the whole community, and you know, it's super deserved in his case because he's just a phenomenal streamer. He's a phenomenal content creator. If you haven't already, give him a follow. You're missing out if you haven't already. So that being said, yay Mongo, congratulations. Let's see, what else? I don't know. That's kind of it. I'm gonna be going to, oh, my children are still on the Wi-Fi. They're in so much trouble. I told them to get off. My bit rate's like, let's try not to die. This weekend, that's what I wanted to talk to everybody about. This weekend, I'm going away for a family event. It's my grandmother's 80th birthday this weekend, so we're heading out of the area to go visit and celebrate with her and the rest of the family, so that's very exciting. But that being said, I will not be here for Sunday's stream because theoretically, I'll be back early enough in the day to have an afternoon stream, but I'm likely going to be really tired from driving because it's about a 5-hour drive for me, and it usually wipes me out. So I will probably add in an extra stream either sometime this week or next week, kind of just depending on how the week's going. From here until the school year starts at the beginning of August, my schedule's pretty jam-packed between like doctor's appointments and orthodontist appointments, and we have our like roundup sessions, which basically is, you know, where we go to the school and the kids get their books and their schedules and take their school pictures and, you know, all that stuff. Our secondary school system, you know, junior high and high school, they have this great thing where they go like a week or so before school starts. Week, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, I think. They go and they do all that stuff. So first day of school, everything's done. It's fantastic. You don't have to worry about like scrambling to get stuff once the school year starts. You already have your PE clothes and all that good stuff. So it's great. I love it. But we have that to get done. So it's going to be a kind of a jam-packed next couple of weeks. And I'm going to try to fit in a few extra sessions here and there. Because of course the goal is we want to get our hardcore world migrated onto this new computer. And we want to get it, like, we want to get back into playing our hardcore world. We have so many projects. Oh, I have not pinged the stream. Thank you, Levi, for the reminder. I did totally forget that. have a dog hair on my phone, of course, because when you have dogs, that's what happens. Let's see here. Let's pop into the stream. Let's let everybody know that we're here. The Watchers, where are you? We're keeping it simple. We are live. We are life. It's true. This is life. What can I say? So, anywho. So, yes, we're continuing work on our little learn to play Minecraft world. I spent a stupid amount of time yesterday on that. I mean, like a ridiculous amount of time. I think it was about 5 or 6 hours I spent doing stuff. And largely, I'm not kidding, it was terraforming. Because I did promise you guys I wasn't going to do anything exciting or dangerous, like no caving, no raiding the ocean monument, none of that nonsense. We're not doing that. But what I did do was I did a boatload of terraforming. I literally have 2 double chests full of cobble from wiping away a mountain. And I did it all with stone tools, okay? That's how, like, early game we're dealing with here. I did it all with stone tools. It was ridiculous. I was able to get a little bit of the, like, the planting done, and I started demolition on one of the nearby villages. If you guys recall, we had a village, like, just in render distance of each other, which was perfect. So I kind of set up my base pretty much in the middle of those two places. And I want to demolish the very first one we came to, where Pink Sheep was being stored. They have since been moved to my new base, so they are safe and protected. And I have some demolition to do because we're going to take all those materials and we're going to roll them into our new village build that we're doing in the central area. I found this great inspiration picture on Pinterest. Actually, it's a video, but I took a screenshot of it just so I had a picture of it. And it's this really cool tiered, like stacked box kind of house. It almost reminds me of like a container housing type thing, you know, very like boxy and stuff, but with some nice little like texture additions to change it up. But it uses all the same blocks as a standard acacia village, which is going to be really, really neat. So that's kind of the goal. And what we're going to do is when I did the terraforming, I built in some different like tiers. So the village is kind of, you know, it's not all just flat. You all know I love my flat villages, but this one's a little tiered. And we're going to build our base into a hill, which you guys, if you're looking, as soon as I remove the pause screen, you'll see the hill I'm talking about. We're going to build our house right into that hill. And Canadian Bacon Gaming, welcome in. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And yeah, so let's hop in here. As always, let me know how the music is. Let me know how the game sounds are. Let me know how the mic is. All that. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure sound was still working. I was having a little bit of an issue yesterday, but it seems like we're good. So you guys can see here, the original village was right there, right over this hill. And, bruh. I love that. I say that to my teenagers all the time, and they're like, Mom, it's so not cool. Bada bing, bada boom, everyone's favorite food animal has arrived. Welcome in, horse. Hope you're having a fantastic afternoon. Always a pleasure to see ya. So, let's see, what did I do? So, since last stream, I did a few mod changes. I added to my vanilla tweaks the clearer water function, which, oh my gosh, I love this. And by the way, we have a boat right here next to my base, which I didn't even realize was here because we focused on that ocean monument right there. Didn't realize there was a boat right here. I have not raided it yet because I was waiting for you guys. Like I said, I promised you no fun stuff until you guys were here with me. All I've been doing is terraforming this entire area. You can see where this mountain is. It used to come out over here. So I wiped this entire mountain away, smoothed it out, filled in the holes because there was like underwater caves. There was an actual cave here and then an actual cave here. So all this I terraformed. It's beautiful. A boat gamble. Yes, that would be interesting. Also known as nature's abomination. Well, I mean, the picture is a little disturbing, but we'll let it go. You have to let me know what you want the gamble to be for. So just drop in the comments what we should set up the gamble for, and we'll go do that right off the bat. Will you find diamonds in the boat? Well, there's hardly ever diamonds in the boat, though, right? Usually it's just like iron, lapis, and emeralds, right? That's usually all that there is. But I mean, we could do a diamond gamble, and it would kind of be easy money, because you could just say no, and then boom, you win. So I tried to close off as many of the villagers as I could the other day, but this guy managed to sneak by me and was wandering around. So I brought him over here, and he's all safe in his little fenced-in area here. I have some potatoes and carrots growing. We have some sheeps growing over here. I actually had a brown sheep sitting right up over. Oh, wait for it. Boom! It was sitting like right over here on the mountain. Oh yeah, I've got zoom now, baby. Yeah, baby. Logical zoom. Thank you very much. One of my newest favorite toys in the game. But yeah, so Pig was just chilling on a 1-block spot. Actually, I think he was right about here, if I remember correctly. Like, yeah, just sitting like right here on this 1-block space. And you find plenty of diamonds and boats. Okay, well then maybe we will. We'll do the gamble for sure. So I brought him down, took the 1 bone that I had in my inventory, and I turned it into white dye, and I dyed him white. Because I like to have white dye, because then you can do anything with it. And I bred the 1 white sheep 1 time with our pink sheep, and then I turned their baby white, because the baby actually came out pink. Because I said, you know what? There can only be 1. We will only have 1 pink sheep, and it will be the OG pink sheep that we found, okay? So there you have it. So pink sheep is chilling with his partner and child over there. All right, so gamble. Let's do gamble. Start prediction. Diamonds in the boat. All right, blue for yes, pink for no. And it's going to be a 2-minute gamble. Start your predictions right now. Enjoy. All right, so that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys, but I think that's pretty much it. I have a substantial little wheat farm going there. Like I said, I did my... Computer, are you okay? You're having a little bit of a stroke there. That was weird. I'm slowly getting my stuff going because I did find a little bit of carrot in the original shipwreck that we found. We brought that back. Carrots and potatoes. Hooray. And let's see, what time of the day is it? Midday. All right, so while we wait on that gamble, we're going to come over here. We're going to go to the village, and we're going to do a little bit more demolition on the houses because the more I can get, the better. Zoop. Just sneak myself back over. I'm super excited because I ordered myself one of those squishy wrist gel pad things for my keyboard and my mouse because, oh my god, my little hard desk on my poor little hands right here on both sides, super red and tender from resting on the desk. Apparently I have horrible keyboard form and yeah, it's making me miserable. So I had to get one of those fancy little gel ones to make it all better. All right, so I started doing the demolition over here. I plugged up the farm so they dry up and go away. And I'm just very, very quickly getting rid of these houses. I'm starting out here at the edge and working my way back in. Of course, now I find actual sheep. Go figure. And Retro Destroyer, welcome in. And thank you I'm glad you popped in because thank you for the follow off stream the other day. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a fantastic day and it's great to meet you. Also, follow from Olraf the other day after we raided into their channel. Thanks to Oda Caro for that recommendation. Olraf's stream was very entertaining. Mom bought a mom rest. Yeah, it's true. When you get older, you understand how important it is to cushion all of your pressure points and joints because your body lets you know when you're being stupid and not doing that. So I fully acknowledge my actions there. I'm having a pretty good day. Did you get one that looks like bread? Cries in celiac. No, there is no bread squishy. It is a very cute black with like gold marbling though. In the picture, it looks really cool. Who knows what it'll look like when it actually gets here, but so far it looks cute. I'll stick with it. And it was cheap, so you know I love me some cheap frugal finds there. Ugh. Alrighty, we're just gonna do the demo. We're still working with our stone tools because I haven't gone caving because, like I mentioned, I was holding off for you guys. And how is the audio from the game as compared to the music and my mic? Like, do you guys find there's a good balance? Can you hear everything without any particular sound overwhelming the rest? I remember reading that you're slowly learning keyboard and mouse. Yes, so basically, it's a bit of a long story, but seeing as we're just breaking a roof, we got a little time. So basically the rub is I have been a long-term Xbox Bedrock player. About 7-8 years I played. It was kind of an activity that I did with my kids. We would play together on like a multiplayer type, well, it was single player, but of course on Xbox you can play with your friends as long as you have gold membership. And so we played for years on a survival world. Music is a bit loud. Well, if Horse says the music is a bit loud, then we must turn it down a little bit. All right, is that a little bit better? Please let me know. All right. What was I saying? Oh yes, so Bedrock World. So we played for a long time together, and last year I was modding for a content creator who had their own community server, which of course was Java, and we tried to do a Bedrock add-on, but Xbox has changed it where you can't add custom servers anymore. They only let you do their servers, which is lame. Whatever, Minecraft. I don't know if it's Mojang or Microsoft, but either way, lame. So, that being said, so I finally just, you know, bit the bullet and I purchased the Java version. Well, being as I was a controller player for so long, and I have some arthritis in my hands, I had a real hard time trying to play a mouse and keyboard. It did not go well. And so I found a way online where you can add the Minecraft launcher into Steam, and you can tether an Xbox controller to play Java Minecraft with controller. And Hoser, welcome in. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing okay today and having a good one. And so since last October, November, I've been playing Java with my Xbox One controller. Well, due to my desire to have a better quality stream, and just I had been wanting to for a while get a better gaming computer. Oh, thank you. Yes, we're fabulous and fancy back here with our pretty light curtain. I invested in a gaming computer with much better specs. If you've been here for a while, you know I was streaming on 720. It was bad. It was so bad. And having lots of issues trying to get audio and things like that worked out. So it needed to be done. So anyway, so I did that, and I went about the same process of trying to tether my controller and all that. But what has happened in the time since I originally did that whole process is, of course, Microsoft has bought out Mojang, and it's now the Minecraft installer is the file that gets used. And basically what it is, it's an app to access the online version of the game. That's basically what it has become, rather than you actually having the game on your computer like it was when it was Mojang. So that being said, Steam does not recognize that installer as a game that you can add in. And so trying to add my tether and trying to add it to the game, to Steam to play, it wasn't working. So I'm like, all right, well, this is a sign from the gaming gods. It's time to bite the bullet and learn to play. So I put aside my 2,000 day hardcore world that we've been watching and loving this whole time. And starting the other day when I was streaming, I started playing Java with the keyboard. And so here we are. So like I said, long story, but that's what came about. And so far, doing okay. It's a little awkward. I don't have a bed in here. Crap. And it's nighttime. Ah, monster's bad. Monster's bad. Do you have a bed? You have a bed. You have a bed. Whew. And KT, welcome in. No worries, friend. I'm glad that you're here. It's always great to see you. It's going really well, I think. Well, thank you. It's still painfully awkward the majority of the time. I tend to throw things on the ground a lot, and I tend to open my inventory when I don't actually mean to. So it's a work in progress. But I'm feeling much more comfortable and competent with it than I was even a couple weeks ago. So my goal and my agenda is to get us back in our hardcore world, mouse and keyboard style, within the month. So by the end of August, that is my goal. Fingers crossed. Sucks a lot. I think you should get to play a controller if you want. It would be nice. It'd be nice if there was a capability for that, because some people prefer the functionality of a controller. I know I do. That being said, a lot of it had to do with my comfort level and what I was comfortable doing. So now that I've been forced out of my comfort zone, I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad. I can do this. It's all right. And Star, welcome in, friend. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's great to see you. I'm doing pretty well myself. Enjoying the playtime here in the new little world. All right, so there's nobody here. We're gonna take this house next. Give I believe there's a mod to allow controller crossplay, but if you are determined to learn it, I'm not someone to say otherwise. No, I have heard of that mod. Actually, most people, when they hear that I'm playing on controller, that's the first thing they think is that I was using the mod to do it. But no, I am not. Starfire, who was just in chat a moment ago, they do use a mod, I believe, to do their PlayStation controller on Java. So that's it is a thing, and it does work. Controllable, yes. I saw that you're going mouse now. Yeah. Thank you for narrating the story. Oh, no worries, no worries. We want to make sure everybody knows what's happening here. There's nothing worse than coming in the stream and, you know, there's stuff going on and you're like... You know? Keyboard and mouse myself, but it might work on the controller if you use like Lunar Client or something, so that you can link that to stream, and then it just launch Minecraft. So that's the problem, Hoser, is that because no worries, Star. Just I know you're she, but just being safe. So Hoser, the problem is that the Minecraft launcher, as it is, that I could have added as a non-Steam game to Steam, which is what I did in the past. It no longer, are you a mom or a mouse? I'm a big chicken. The launcher in and of itself, like when you download from Minecraft.net, it's no longer a Minecraft launcher. They call it Minecraft installer now. Which again, ever since Microsoft bought them out, they changed that file. So you're not actually downloading a copy of the game onto your system. You're downloading an app to access the thing, to access the program. Much like how you do with like Discord, Steam, things like that. All you're doing is you're establishing a link to be able to open the browser source, if you will. And so because of that, Steam doesn't recognize that source as an actual game. So like when I tried to do it, it wasn't working. Lunar is a separate client which Steam recognizes, yes. So possibly if I took that like circumnavigational route, it might work. I don't know. But the problem is that I'm not familiar at all with Lunar Client. And so the learning curve on that, just to figure out how to use that and then trying to tether it and trying to, you know, it's just like, okay, at this point, I might as well just learn how to use the darn mouse. The universe is telling me it's time. I've been thinking about it for a while, but you should 100% stay on keyboard and mouse. Yeah, everyone I've talked to is like, why don't you just play on keyboard and mouse? Like, what is wrong with you? This is the way. Yeah, so it needed to happen. I needed to do that just to check off that box and be like, yes, I can do this, you know? And I'm glad I'm doing it, and I'm feeling much more comfortable and competent after having spent a ridiculous amount of time playing yesterday. After stream on Sunday, and then yesterday, I've spent probably 6 hours just grinding, just doing basic mechanics, you know, trying to learn how to swim, trying to row a boat, which let me tell you is a heck of a lot harder than I thought it would be. Such a wholesome stream, thank you. I wish you luck to play on your keyboard and mouse despite the struggles. Well, thank you. I could use every bit of support I can get. Yeah, a few moments later. Thank you, KT, for the 50 bits. I appreciate that. I'm still controller, probably always will be. Can't really do a whole lot of mouse games because of really bad neuropathy. Yeah, and that for me is a bit of a stumbling block. As I mentioned, I have arthritis in my hands, and so, you know, keyboard and mouse is tough. I'm hoping some adaptive equipment will help. Like I mentioned, I ordered some gel pads for myself, both for the keyboard and the mouse. I'm hoping that will help a little bit. Fingers crossed on that. Give me my stuff. All right, so I have extra of those. We do have a little bit of cobble. We need to make another axe. I almost said another sword. No, that's not a sword. That's not what we want. Thank you. I take this back. Thank you. I'm hoping it'll work. Yeah, I hope so. It'll be nice. Mom will be a professional PvPer. Oh gosh, no. I'm so bad at PvP. Even on controller, I'm terrible. I mean, that being said, I don't know how much of the issue was because I was on controller and the turning radius is really bad and it's a little slow to respond for certain things. That could have had something to do with my poor performance in the past. but I also just have really bad, like, response time. I'm like, something bad is happening. Oh no, you know? By the time my brain kind of processes it, it's like, it's already done. The person has already, like, killed me and moved on to the next thing, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do intend to go on to, like, Hypixel and stuff just to try. I do need to learn how to do PvP, and I do need to learn more, like, combat stuff, because obviously if I'm playing hardcore, I got to be able to defend myself against mobs. And that's a good way to practice those skills, is to go on to a server and attack other players, I suppose. It's definitely a functional way to do so. All right, how is the inventory looking? We're doing good so far. Let's see. What's this one? This one's just doors and wood and all that. So let's at least take the doors. Hypixel is fun. I actually recently played on there with Switchback Mongo. His chat went on a stream a little while ago, and we were playing on there, and that was fun. It's nice to play with people you know. Even if you're not necessarily, like, teaming or anything like that, but just the camaraderie of, these are my people and we're playing a game together. You know, that it's a lot of fun. There's a very, very, very large part of me that would love to have a community server for that reason, because I miss terribly playing with other people from the community. That, like I said, that was a big reason that I got Java in the first place, was for that community server. And I met some incredible people. You know, a good portion of the folks here I played with on that server, and I miss so much playing with those people and with any people. As much as I love hardcore and I love the challenge of it and it being my own world to do what I want with, I miss so much, like, going out and going questing with my buddies kind of thing. Or hey, I'm really good at making farms, so I'll get this farm going if you can go get me some diamonds. You know, something like that. I love that team process to it, and I miss it a lot. So happy we got to meet you and have our community now. I can't begin to say how much it's meant to me to have met all of the amazing people that I did in the last year. You know, my time with the other community may not have ended the way I would have liked, but at the end of the day, I walked away with some incredible new friends and some incredible experiences, and I can't be anything but grateful for that. And this is a new hardcore world. Oh no, actually, so this is actually easy mode. Yeah, no, this is not hardcore. I gave myself the grace of not trying to do hardcore. I have keep inventory on, and I think it's on easy mode because things do spawn. Because I want to be able to, as part of the process of learning this, I need to be able to beat the game. So eventually, we're gonna go do the dragon fight, and we are gonna go to the Nether and get blaze rods and all that good stuff. But I want to, like, not brutalize myself in the process. Once I feel comfortable with playing the game, as I am, I have every intention of migrating my hardcore world over so that I can then continue to play on it as we left off. I'm not abandoning it entirely by any means. It's just, it's taking a little sabbatical. And yes, I also have some vanilla tweaks. If you are interested in what bells and whistles I'm using, you can do !shaders, !RP, so resource pack RP, and !mods, and you can see everything that I have on here. I'm completely transparent with what I use. I don't consider it to be cheating because 99% of what I use is quality of life or performance mods. I don't use anything to, like, cheat the game. You know, no glitches or anything like that. The only thing that I do that might be considered cheating-ish is I do have brighter nether and clearer water, because, and then I have no fog, because I like to be able to, you know, I like to be able to see things. For me, playing the game, a big part of the experience is the visual of the game, and I feel like the fog and the obscured water really takes away from the visual opportunities that the game has to offer. I mean, how beautiful is it? Let me just come over here. We'll hop up on the chest. Oh yeah, by the way, boom, how cool was that? Nice. So, like, how beautiful is this? I can sit and watch the tropical fish in the water. Every so often there's a dolphin swimming around. I mean, how can you not want that? It's beautiful. And thank you, Levi, for throwing those commands up. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, honestly, I think from a visual perspective as a gamer, I want to be able to see what the game has to offer. I've never tried the 3D stuff. It looks really interesting though. I wouldn't mind adding that in, having a little fun with it. I think it could be really cool, honestly. And yeah, most of the Vanilla Tweak stuff is purely visual. Very little would even be construed as cheaty, in my opinion, of course. I mean, what do I know? I'm not an expert. But I gotta say, my new favorite thing, like I said, is the zoom. Like, look at that! Yum! Yum! By the way, I'm a giant dork. Don't mind me. My Vanilla Tweaks resource pack is 9 megabytes long. I have way too many tweaks. It's really easy to be like, I want that one. And I want that one. Ooh, that one's cool. I mean, one of these days I'm going to have a world where I'm just going to use all of them because they just look so cool. It's definitely a potentially addicting thing to do. Okay, if I bring this bed in here, are you going to try to run away? No, you're too close to the gate. I don't trust you. I'm going to make a thing. We've got more in here. Ah, here we go. We do have more wool. It's great making things like ladders and vines look like actual blocks. Oh yeah, there were so many things on there. I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. Ooh, I want to do that. You know, I had to really like rein myself in so I didn't completely bog down my system. I mean, I know I've got a pretty killer system now, but at the same time, the whole point of this is to have better quality in stream. And if I'm adding all these perks all the time, that's not going to work too well. All right, there you go. Now you have an extra bed. One of these days I'll bring you over a friend and you can start a family. I can never stop customizing stuff myself. It is addicting. It really is. You know, when you find something new and you're like, oh, how can I live without that? You know, like the logical zoom. It's like, oh, I've been missing that so much. I'm like a person who looks at every single setting before even clicking start game. Yeah. What can I tweak on here? Yeah, it's definitely a thing. Oh, you know, before we go back, we need to make another couple of axes. We still have a lot more to do in terms of tearing that other village down. So let's do that. 1, 2. Let's just do 2 for right now. And there. See, I'm getting it. I'm getting the hang of it. It's still not super smooth. I still make mistakes on... Really? Really? Yeah, no, we're going to sleep because I'm not here for a thunderstorm. Thank you very much. Oh, no, I guess we're going to get a thunderstorm. That's fine. All right, so we're just going to wait for all the mobs to despawn, I guess. All right, we got a creeper up there. Yeah, I see you over there. You just stay right there on your hill. What else we got? Let's see. Piggy up on the hill. Just going to scrounge around here. Let's see what we got. Okay, I just love scrolling with that zoom. It's so cool. Hello, villager. Spider up there. And it looks like that's it. Okay, cool. So... let's go ahead and do this. There was a zombie over there, so I have to watch out. We got to practice the PvP sometime, I suppose. And I am on easy mode, so I should be okay. All right. Whack, 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 whack. Where'd you go? Did you despawn? I wouldn't doubt it. I did put these fences up here because there's a bunch of holes leading down into the caves, and I'm like, yeah, I will fall into those. No doubt about it. I think the spyglass is an extremely underrated item, even if you have zoom. Yeah, so this, if I remember correctly, the logical zoom one from Logical Geek Boy, which is what I'm using, you can actually use your spyglass and that to make like a 90 times zoom or something like that. I'm like, you can look up the sheep's nose up on the top of the mountain, okay? Actually, I think there is a sheep up there. No, there's calcite. Oh, I didn't even look up there yet. Oh, it's on now. I don't even know what I'm going to use it for. I'm just excited to have it right there. Yay! I just love being able to do that. This is one of those things with the mouse I'm super glad I have. Well, I don't even think it's a geode. I think it's literally just a calcite deposit, because those are a thing now. It would be nice if it was a geode right up there on the surface. Don't get me wrong. I would not complain, because pretty blocks. Hello. The best blocking name. Logical zoom was to replicate the Optifine zoom for fabric. Yeah, I think you are correct. I tried to use the, I think it's WI zoom, I think is the other one that someone recommended, and I could not get it to establish. It did not like the Fabric API, even though I downloaded the Fabric API, it told me to, it just didn't like it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to fight with you. If you don't want to cooperate with me, I'm just not going to use you. And so I Googled other Fabric Zoom mods, and Logical came up, and I'm like, okay, it has good ratings, and it seems pretty straightforward. We'll give it a test. Savannas are your favorite biome? So It's not my favorite, but I definitely have an appreciation for it. I like that there's a very natural aesthetic to it, you know, that very earthen kind of aesthetic, and it goes great with, you know, different colors, terracotta and stuff like that. I definitely have an appreciation for this biome, even though it's not my favorite. Yeah, I saw OK Zoomer. So that one, that was the first one that I looked at originally, even before WI Zoom. But I was reading on which section, not issues, but the description, I think. And there was a post from the developer basically saying like they were no longer supporting the Fabric version of it. So if you have problems, you're just SOL, sorry. And so I was like, okay, well, obviously I don't want a mod that's not supported, because if I have problems, I need to be able to talk to someone. Which, let's be real, 99% of the time ends up being one of my community members, because they're all amazingly smart about this stuff. I used that personally, or I should say used to. It moved to another mod loader for 119. Ah, okay. So yeah, I like to have the support for things I'm using. Oh, so that's so much easier than trying to break all those things. Never mind. So many flags. We're going to be using those flags in our little tiered city system that we're building. That's going to be a lot of fun. This is 119, yes. So my hardcore world I had not yet updated. I had been holding off updating my hardcore world because I wanted to get a raid farm built first, because I have played 2,000 days with no totem. Which is not like, woohoo, so brave. No, it's, woohoo, you're a giant chicken. And I've avoided having any raids up to this point. Like, I see pillagers and I run away. Okay, 100%. So I wanted to get totems before we transferred over, just for that extra little bit of security. And we were right in the middle of building our raid farm. I basically was putting the platform up around it, because we built it over the ocean. So I had to construct a 128 by 128 square, which is a stupid amount of blocks, let me just tell you. Luckily, I've cleared a few mountains in my world, so I have plenty of blocks. That's not a problem, but it's just like, oh, it's so tedious. But yeah, I wanted to get that done first. And then we were going to upgrade when all these issues happened. I haven't started playing 119 yet since I'm waiting for a laptop. Gotcha. Use the banners to make Star Blocks 2.0. Ooh, yeah. That would look really cool, too, on the brown background. We can make some cool stuff. It will be awesome. Yes, Mr. Iron Golem, I will be dispatching you eventually. Or maybe I can just walk you down. I do have one lead. There was a wandering lead salesman near not too long ago. Yeah, 128 by 128. It was huge. But that's the spawn radius for a raid. And because I'm over the ocean, I need to make sure I give them a substantial platform to spawn from. Otherwise, what's the point? This one. Thank you. Kill him, right? I know. And I probably will, but I kind of want to bring him home just to help protect my villagers. Oh, are you kidding me? Son of a nutcracker. That's my block. Back up and hop. Okay. Dirt. Crouch. I took off my crouch toggle, by the way. You should all be proud of me. Oh, that's a shovel. I play better with the crouch toggle, which is what I had on my Xbox controller, but I got rid of that. That is a lovely hole, isn't that? Let's just break through. This is why you guys, like, I know you laugh at me for my caution, but this is why I am so cautious, and I crouch all the time if I'm clearing vast expanses of land. This is why. Because that's what happens. You're just going along, minding your own business, demolishing a villager house, and then boom, you're dead. No. Introduce Mr. Golem to the fishes. Right? OK Zoomer was amazing. It lets you customize how much you want to zoom, how far, how it interacts with the spyglass. Too many customizations. I saw that. That was one reason that I was really interested in it. But then, like I said, without the support, I'm like, meh, nah, I'm good. All right, so we do need to go back. As soon as we finish this house, we're going to go back, offload, and we're going to go do the boat. I promised Levi a gamble. And it is in. So we will do the boat gamble. We'll see if there's any diamonds. Oh, not my problem, sorry. That's not my concern. I have so many notifications on my phone, it is ridiculous. And I should really just turn them off, because probably 90% I just look at it and go, don't care. You know? But it's the effort of having to go into my settings and go into the file or into the folder and do all of the adjustments. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Can't be bothered. I suppose I'll have to stick with some other zoom mod for now. Like I said, logical zoom, super easy. I actually have mine tethered to my left thumb mouse button. But you can also tether it to like just your C for, you know, like Optifine zoom, whichever you want. But so far I've been testing it out with the mouse. I kind of like it. If we redo the gamble, we can have at least 2 of us. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Everybody pay attention. I'm going to cancel this prediction, and it'll send back all of whatever you bet. You got it back. And I'm going to redo it. In the boat. Okay, yes and no. And we're going to go 2 minutes again. That will let me finish demolishing this village. Everybody can participate. And that way everyone can have a chance to win or lose their hugs. Enjoy. Yes, Star, you came in late, so you got to be able to do your gamble. Yay, Levi won, right? Yeah, I know. Here's your points. Congratulations. All right, let's finish this roof. We'll go back. We'll put it away. We'll offload. It'll probably be time to sleep again. Yes, there is a gamble. There's about 1.5 minutes left right now. If you click your channel points, and then there's usually a little banner at the top of it, either on mobile or on desktop, there should be a little banner there. And then you can gamble as to whether or not I'm going to find diamonds in the boat. We hope that we are. That is the goal. Break the glass. Yes, I know I could wait and silk touch this glass, but I ain't got time for that. Because I'll forget about it. Let's be real. All right, back to the village we go. Hippy hop, hippy hop, hippy hop. There we go. It's funny, I did this, I made this little path, and then I ended up not even needing it because I won't be coming back here. Once I get the villagers moved. Go figure. Did you find it? Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can bet your channel points. And hopefully win some extra. Because that's always nice. Let me in. Let me in. All right. Villager, very soon we will have a friend for you, I promise. And let's do this. Hop in. We're going to be redoing this. I'm going to be putting a second layer of fence around the top, and then I'm going to have their beds circling around the outside. And then their jobs will be in the middle. Oh, Oda, welcome in. I know, I'm sorry you can't gamble. That's such a bummer. But we're glad you're here all the same. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know it's getting a little later in your neck of the woods with us doing this later stream today. You'll have to be the minority. Okay, so here's something to be said though. When you do gambles, if you have the, like where you're in the minority, you can often clean up with that because the more people you bet against, the greater your return is if you win. Day's almost over, just 50 minutes left. Wow, okay, you're quite a ways ahead of me then. So that's about what, 9 hours? Yeah, about 9 hours. Wow, okay. 1K on yes, cool. You have every faith that we're gonna do this. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. We'll put you in here. Let's go do the sleep in and a quick sip because I did not do that and I've been super chatty today. All right, I have my cup way away because I'm terrified of spilling it on the new computer, which is sitting right over here next to me. Lovely. Yes, Levi went big. All right, let's go out into the water with our beautiful little jeb boat here. Okay. Do, 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 do. Hey, Poggers, welcome in. I know you're having a good day. I just talked to you a little while ago. All right. So we're just going to sit here and we're just going to break this. Why? Because I can use the wood. So why not? Okay, well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, there's a chest right there. Here, let's go to this chest. Down. I'm like, hello? Holy lag, Batman? Okay. Over there. Let's just... No, let me up on my boat. That's my boat. No! No! Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. I just want to stand on my boat, okay? That's all. I don't think that's a lot to ask. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I'm terrible at this, folks. I'm terrible at this. The finger coordination is not good. All right, so as we know, that was just our treasure map. We'll check that out here shortly, and a little bit of feathers. So let's see. I think there's more over in that area. And you know, I'll just go ahead and head right down here. Strip that. I just need to see real quick. I don't see anything here. I'm gonna swim back up, get some bubbles. Bubbles, bubble, bubble, bubbles. Happy to finally be able to join stream again. I wouldn't have been able to earlier, but since you moved it, I could. Brought a friend in infusion earlier and stayed there for 5 hours with her. Oh, goodness. What a sweetheart you are. All right. So there's nothing on this side that I saw. I would think there'd be something up in here, though. Like, I kind of want to break more and see if there's more there. But there should be more over here somewhere, because there's one there. Okay, let's drop down here. Oh, there's one right there. That's the magic one. Oh, Levi. No for you. So sorry. Okay, E. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, there it is right there. Hold on. There's the other one. Let's go check the other one. That one's probably like the carrot one. We do like the carrot chest. Alright, and down. Yay, carrots! I was right. I totally called that. And out. Okay. I didn't drown. Hooray. In the boat. Let's see if I can get back. Alright, so we got everything out of that boat. I will eventually, when I have Aqua Affinity and all that good stuff, I will be going back and just decimating that boat. Because why not? It's there. It's free wood. So I had an issue with pillagers. 3 different pillagers. There was one over there, one like right over here, and then one over there. I had to run away a few times, and so I did a very quick expedition out and found a dark oak forest. So I found the dark oak now. Yes, I know. We've already talked about this. Alright, so your channel points are going out to you with no. Alright, so we have 17 iron. That is awesome. Plus we have a little bit more ingots. A little bit of lapis. So whenever we finally get a crafting table, or an enchanted table, we'll be good to go. And that, we're gonna look and see where this buried treasure map takes us. I don't have high hopes, but we'll see. No diamonds, but at least a fun adventure in the water. Exactly. Maybe sometimes being a denier helps. It's true. Congratulations, though, to those who did win. That is awesome. All right, we'll put these up here. We'll use them for something. I don't know what yet, but something. No, I do need my shovel. Thank you. Bamboo can go up in there, and then you guys can come over here. Oh, wait, right there. Thank you. Up to 30.5k. Wow. KT is cleaning up. I need these carrots because we're going to plant these. What is up with this map? Yo, how far away is that? Oof, okay, that's going to be a trip. Literally. I actually found another treasure down by the dark oak forest. Didn't find a treasure, found a map to the treasure, but could not find the stuff in it. So let's see, which one is it? Is it this one? Wait, hold on. 2 different ones. Yes, this is the map that I found. And it's over in that direction, out around the island. Could not find the treasure, though. You're down to 29.3. Hey, that's not too bad. 29.3 is still good. So this is the one we have to figure out where that is. And let's see, what time of the day is it? It's pretty early. I do want to make myself a travel bed. Whoop. Because that is one thing that we have not done yet that we absolutely need to do. We must make a travel bed. Because you always have to have a bed if you're going to go adventuring. This is the way. And a little extra cobble would not be a bad idea as well. Yes. What was your first Minecraft version? Okay. I don't remember. But I do remember the Village and Pillage update. I remember playing back when it was still the original, like, boxy houses with just the single wheat. Because I remember being so excited when they introduced carrots and potatoes and beets, because I was like, finally different foods. So I was already playing at that point. I want to say that was 1.9, but I could be wrong. You believe it was 1.7. I don't remember. Well, which one? So It was the Village and Pillage and then the Nether update, right? Village and Pillage was 1.14. See, I want to say I was playing since 1.9, but I could be wrong. I would have to go back and look because I don't remember. I was very lightly playing back in those days because you only had carrots. I don't remember. See, I don't remember. But I do remember being excited when the new veggies came in because that's the kind of weirdo I am. All right. 113 was the ocean update, and back then it was old villages. Okay, so I remember the ocean update. We had old worlds on the Xbox 360. We did. We had stuff on the Xbox 360 because that's where we originally played. 1.9 was the end update. Okay, then I think I started playing after the end update. I've been playing for a long time. My oldest, who's going to be a senior in high school this year, was in like 5th or 6th grade when he started playing. And I started playing probably about 2 years later, I think. Beetroots were added in 1.9. Okay. All right. See, now I'm just like, I don't remember. I've been playing for a long time. I know I should know these things, but I don't pay attention to it. I'm just like, hey, new stuff in the game. Cool. Anyway, back to building something. He's an old, tall man. 1.10 introduced polar bears. Wow, they've been around for that long. They're horrible. And there he is now. Hello, old salty man. Yes, both of my older two are in chat right now. So hello, Kid 1 and Kid 2. This is because I kicked them off the Wi-Fi so they can't be gaming themselves right now. Apologies if I'm interrupting the gameplay. Oh, no. So, okay. So, Retro, something you have to know about this community is, yes, we have a Minecraft thing going on, but we really have a lot of just chatting intermixed with that. You've been like introduced to a community where we just really like to talk with each other, and so we tend to do a lot of that. And because I don't want to ruin my world, I tend to just tab out so we can talk and then we go back. I'm like Beetlejuice, you clearly said my name too many times, right? Your first version was 1.5.2. Wow. So we have a family friend who has been playing since like the beta version, I think. And, you know, has been playing this whole time. And I'm just, it blows my mind to be playing this game for so long. I really, really hope 1.20 introduced some inventory improvements. I give that a resounding 2 thumbs up. That would be so nice, for sure. I would love to see inventory updates. I would love to see a little bit more of cross-platform functionality. Things that you can only do in Java or things you can only do on Bedrock. I would love to be able to see that crossover. I know it's a coding thing, but in today's coding genius that's out there, they should be able to like figure out something. And I say this as someone who has no clue about coding, but it should be able to be done. Inventory and chest upgrades would be nice. I watched Minecraft on YouTube for over 2 years, finally got to play it in 1.5.2. Very cool. And it's nice you had a little exposure first, so you kind of knew what to expect with the game. We need bundles, absolutely. Haley, welcome in. And I fully concur with that statement. I want a backpack, so when I go questing, I can put things in my backpack. Played since the beginning, but still stuck on a lot of things, yeah. Bedrock has gotten quite a few parity changes recently. See, I haven't played Bedrock since like last October, I think. It's been a minute since I played. And I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that's changed since I played last. I have no doubt. Okay, I really want to go out, but I'm afraid to go out too late in the day. Heck, we'll just go out. Why not? We'll see where this takes us. We're gonna take our chest boat. Even though I'm not gonna use my chest boat as a chest boat, because as we discovered on the last stream, the minute you break it, you lose all your storage, which is a bummer. But I also like to carry an extra boat because, show of hands, if you've ever had a trident and drown knock your boat out from underneath you. So I always like to carry a backup. All code can technically talk to each other since everything is based on 1s and 0s. There's no restriction other than time. See, and that's the big thing. Someone's got to sit down and do it. Like, imagine a reinforced chest with an extra row of slots, and iron and gold and diamond, then ended chests can be upgraded accordingly. That would be cool. But I can't make my Minecraft take my dog out for a walk. Yeah, that would be nice. Hey, Torn, welcome in. Oh my gosh! Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, Torn. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over to hang out with us for the afternoon. It's always a joy to see you. Thank you, John Doe, for the follow. I appreciate that. Ellie, hi. Nice to see ya. So what'd you guys get up to today? I think I saw you were working on Raft. How did that go? Did you reach resolution to the game, or are you still plugging away on it? Love to hear. And if you guys are kind of like drained and done for the day because you've been hanging out on Torn's stream and you're just ready to take a break or just be done with Twitch, I get it. Feel free to raid and run. We're happy to have you all the same. 5 more followers to hit the goal. Oh my gosh. Wow, yes, you're right. Thank you, Hoser. Holy cow. I did not realize. I kind of just stopped paying attention to it. Like, I'll set the goal and then... Yes, I always dance in their sound alerts because I'm a dork. And KT, thank you for the gifted sub to Angel Dashy. Super nice of you. Let's see. Oh, and there's now 4. Woohoo. It's a bit saddening to not see it in Java yet due to touch controls, but you can still enable bundles with Vanilla Tweaks data pack. Oh. We'll probably bop around for a bit more to finish the raft, but the story's all over. Cool. Well, congratulations. I know you've been plugging away on that for a while now, so super fun. How are you enjoying playing Raft? It's a big departure from the Minecraft, but how has it been? Like, have you enjoyed the process? Is it stressful? Is it just like an enjoyable thing? I'm not super familiar with the game, so tell me whatever you feel like I need to know, because I would love to hear about it. All right, and I wrote out here and didn't even look. Let's see, which direction am I facing? I am facing east, so I need to go north, right? We go north to do the maps, I think. Oh, we have to go by the ocean monument, of course. Raft has a story. It's a great game. I just enjoy it. Wonderful. Easy enough to keep up with chat while playing too. So that's always a big plus there, for sure. Who needs vanilla tweaks when Oda is here? I mean, Oda is the best. I'm telling you what, Oda has given me so many cool tips that I had no clue about, so I am so appreciative of Oda, for sure. Anytime Oda comes into chat, it's like, list of things I learned today. And it's usually at least 3 or 4 things that I had no clue. Even in all the time I've been playing Minecraft. 0 clue. Yep, has for a while, but they just came out with a 3rd and final chapter. Cool. What am I looking for? So we have a map. We had a boat right next to... Oh, there's another boat. And I think there was another one over here, too. I thought I saw another boat. Let us use the zoom. Zoom? I think there's a boat right there, too. Wow, there's tons of boats here. All right. Anyway, so we had a ship right outside of our base in the little harbor. And is that another jungle? Dude, there's another jungle right there. Holy cow. Anyway, sorry. Squirrel! So we're heading out to find where this buried treasure is. So far, I am 0 for 2 on buried treasure. I have found the spot, found no treasure chest. So this world is like, ha ha ha, no. And let's see. Yes, I love Minecraft too. Evidenced by the fact that I spend a stupid amount of my life wasting away playing this game. But it's such a wonderful game. How can you not love it? I mean, it's a wonderful game. It's beautiful. All right. That's 3. Did you go to 9 and 9? No, see, I always forget that's a thing. I just go where I go to the X and stick my butt out. And then I dig down. Oh, we gotta go this way. It looks like. Yes, this way. I forget about buried treasure in Minecraft, but you can do the same in Raft, and I love it in both games. Cool. See, I love little features like that. It's so nice. If an ocean update is ever made again, I hope they introduce tropical islands as a biome type with palm trees and coconuts. That would be so cool. I want like palm trees so bad. They would add so much to like desert builds, you know, having like a little oasis and stuff. I wish they would add that. That would be so nice. All right, so I see cows. Cows are one thing we don't have yet in our world, and I'd love to. How is your F3 like that? How is it colorful? Okay, so it is the Fabric Better F3 mod. You can find it on CurseForge, like every other mod, you know. Yeah, you can download it from there. And you can go in, you open your F3 menu once you've installed it, and you hit F3M, and you can make all the modifications. There's a ton of stuff. Like my whole screen was full of stuff. I actually had to shrink my GUI font just to be able to see everything. But, oh, there is a shipwreck on the beach, people. On the beach. And that is literally in the desert. Okay, so this is a weird one. Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to pause real quick because I want to read chat. So, F3, you can make all these adjustments. You can have just what you want on the screen. So if you don't care about the pie chart and all that, you don't have to have it. You can get rid of it. It's great. So this is what I want to have on my screen. It's the info I feel that's important, and there you go. I think if Minecraft has an inventory update, they're going to implement a unique solution, and I think it's better too, instead of just adding a row. Okay. The inventory has multiple problems. Bundles is kind of a solution for one of the problems. Similar solution to each inventory problem. Yeah, they need to like itemize and focus. And Torn, no worries, friend. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. It's always a joy and a pleasure to see you guys. You're all a bunch of fun, and I appreciate you coming by. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. F3M for mom, right? Yes. And Retro, never apologize. We're a chatty bunch, and please feel free to chat it up. Bed, please. Okay, let's see if I can get out of the boat. Hey, I got out of the boat. Okay, that looks like there's a hole there, so we're going to go away from that little hole just a little bit. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do this. I have my finger over the escape in case something jumps up and tries to attack me when I'm... while I'm drinking, because I'm not here for that. Thank you. All right. We're good. Let's turn off that F3 screen. It's a little bit of a mess there. All right. Bed, please. Thank you. Little boat. Little boat. We're gonna break you and pick you up. Okay. What is this? Okay, just a water pool. But again, let's be careful because things. Okay. We're walking. We're walking. Lurking like a ghost. Yep, and that's okay. Oh, there's a lush cave here. Cool. If we ever want to come back, we know where one is. In fact, here, let's take a quick screenshot of that. F2, please. Water pool, dive in. Yeah, and knowing my luck, I would get stuck there. Okay, so gotta watch out because dark oak forests are scary. Apparently, global warming is an issue in this world because this used to be under the water. As you said, the inventory problem is more than just getting more space in your inventory. Bundle is great for one single thing, collecting random items that can stack into one slot. What it lacks is a way to do the same for unstackables. True. Unstackable items is a massive problem on its own, and if the bundle could hold unstackable items together, either enchantments or normally, that would be great. Yes, so like when you have a skeleton farm and you have all those like half-broken bows, if it's not exactly the same durability, it won't stack. And there can be a witch. Yes, absolutely. Where is it? Oh, well, it can be frustrating at times. I'm happy multiple mod loaders exist. It allows each one to innovate. Cool. And nothing sounds tantalizing for lunch. It was Taco Tuesday in our neck of the woods. I always recommend tacos. Tacos are the play. And okay, here we go. We're going to. Oh nope, we're gonna jump. Nope, no, that's forward. We're not doing forward. We're just doing jump in place. There we go. I can do the thing. All right, we're fine. So yes, mom tip: anytime you have to dig on sand, always put down a solid block because otherwise you fall and you die. I'm trying to do the thing, but you're being difficult. Okay, I think it's actually directly underneath me, but that's okay. We're gonna do this. Here we go. Tacos are delicious. Yes. Ever heard of a 32K weapon? All right, I'm going home. Good night. It worked. Okay, so gamble time. Because we have so many people here, we are doing a gamble. The prediction is, will we find demons? All right, so if you're new to the channel, we like to throw away our points. So you can gamble as much or as little as you want. You will select blue for yes, we will find diamonds in this chest. You will select pink for no if you do not think that you will. It is a 2-minute gamble, so don't waste time. If you're one of those people that likes to wait and watch to see what the trend is doing so you can bet against it, pay attention. It goes quick. Starting now. All right, and now I can read chat while you guys do your gambling. Yay. Let's see. I would say it depends on what the unstackable it is. I personally think tools should never be stackable, even if it's a bundle. But yeah, definitely something like enchanted books, maybe. See, now I have to say I disagree with that, because if you make a bunch of tools like me, when I go out exploring, I tend to make like 3 picks to take with me because I'm going to be mining a lot. Excuse me. So if I could take those 3 whole, not broken down picks and stack them up in my inventory, it would save a ton of space. So on that, I would have to disagree with you on that. Can't find something tantalizing, perhaps something illuminizing, right? Another problem is that there's so many tools and gadgets you are expected to carry at once. Yes. My inventory, case in point, I have, what, 10 different items in there that I always take when I go out exploring. It takes up so much room so fast. Listen, kids, gambling is bad, Kappa, right? Just because you don't acknowledge it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I will not acknowledge. Yeah, now you're just gonna be like, la 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 la. There's a mod that has a tool belt. Nice, I already approve. It basically puts all your tools or whatever you want and puts them inside a circular toolbar, and you can just pull and put them back with just a click of a button. See, where is this in my life? I need to have this. You put the tool belt on and craft as many pockets as you want. Oh, pockets. It's a woman's best friend. Another problem with the lack of inventory slots is that we cannot hold more than 1 stack of each type of deep slate or blackstone block, especially with all the tools in your inventory, plus rockets for elytra, plus food, bed. Yes, exactly. So if you're going out caving and you're just like constantly picking up all this cobble or deep slate or whatever while you're caving, you have to keep throwing blocks out, which is a bummer. If you need the blocks, you know, like if you're building something and you want the blocks, then you're like, well, it's either that or the diamonds. So, you know, which one do I keep? But it would be nice if there was a way to like greater stack things, or again, some sort of consolidation that, you know, bundles. Honestly, I'd be happy with a bundle at this point, because if you have a ton of cobbled deep slate, you can put all that in one bundle. That would be nice. But again, I'm sure there's better ways to be able to do the inventory management. Horse, are you mad at the other child? Alrighty, real quick, let me just take a quick peek here, make sure we've got everything accounted for, make sure I didn't miss anybody's stuff here real quick, because that would be a bummer. I would be very unhappy if we missed somebody's channel redemption stuff. Let me see. Let's just check this. All right, cool. I'm burning down the clock. And actually, I think we're good now. So let's take a quick sip, and then we're going to check our chest. Break a leg, believers. Yep, all right. Oh, and speaking of which, let's take a look at this. So, KT with 1,000 on yes. And let's see, this one, Levi also with 1,000, but it looks like 61%. So the other 1.6, I can't see all of them, but that's okay. Oh, here we go, summary. Look at that, there's another button. All right, so on the yes side, KT, John Doe, Von Brainstorm, and Oda on the yes. And on the no side, we've got Levi, Star, Poggers, and Retro Destroyer. So may the odds ever be in your favor and all that good stuff. Let me see if I crouch, can I reach it? No, of course not. Quick look around. I don't trust monsters. Hey, we got the diamonds! Congratulations. It's a yes. Here I meant when building stairs, slabs, walls, full blocks, there's 4 or 5 types of deep slate, which is 20 if not more types of blocks. Yeah, absolutely, because you have all the polished forms and the cobbled and all that. And I see your changed playlist, Horse. Let me know what you would like to listen to, and I will change that in 1 second. I missed something. Hold on. You two are fighting. Okay, well, I'm just going to ignore that. I think that's what tools are. They're not meant to be stackable. I don't think carrying every single tool is an interesting solution. Going for wood cutting, you don't need that pick. Going fishing, you probably won't need that axe. Going hunting, why keep XYZ? Insert tool here. I believe having to decide what to keep and what not to is part of the experience. That's fair. That's a personal choice, you know, and to a degree I'm the same way. If I know where I'm going and I know what I'm going to be doing, I don't take everything. I pick and choose based on the event. But there's always that potential of, what if? I very much play my game with the what if. And you want country. Of course you do. All right, let me pop us over to country here. We're going to go to browse. And let's see here. Genre. All right. There we go. So how bundles currently work is they only hold up to 64 items, non-stackable, not included. Ah, okay. So like you could put a stack of something and that would be it. That would kind of be lame. Meh. You're not invited to my party at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my gosh. I don't expect a bundle to hold 64 unstackables, but it would be nice if they could hold more than one. If 2 items total, I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's definitely room to work on that for sure. All right, so let's get our stoof. We got gold, we got our heart of the sea, we got iron, water breathing. We got lots of goodly stuff here. Okay, so I do want to take some more screenshots of some things. Oh, we have the other boat here too. Hold on. I almost forgot. Oh, I should have put that map in there. Shoot, hold on. I need to put the map inside the chest. I always do that because why just let it despawn? That seems wrong. Hold a bold of you that Charles Entertainment Cheese the Third wants your business. No, it's excellent. They won't let adults in if you don't have kids with you. I couldn't do it anyway. Yeah, because then you're just a creep. I think it's simply an arbitrary number. You can never have enough. But that being said, even 64 is an arbitrary number. I mean, I'm sure there was some reason in the coding that they picked that number. I'm sure of it. Like, I don't think 64 was arbitrary in terms of, that sounds like a good number. I think there's probably some coding reason or something. But again, I don't know coding, so what do I know? Okay. Oh, and thank you, John Doe, for the stretch. Yes. I haven't moved in almost an hour and a half. It's probably a good idea. Oh, and my upper spine is crackling like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Oh, I'm gonna go unplug your Xbox every time you get on. You can just see Poggers out at the router with the Ethernet cable. And you hear Von Brainstorm in their room screaming, "What is happening?" Okay, yeah, definitely global warming here because this boat has seen better days. And is there a chest in here? There should be a chest in here somewhere. Chest, are you in here? Hey, while we're here, let's take a little bit of this wood, because why not? They are intended to be used for items if you don't collect a full stack of, like, random flowers. So, and that's, for me, that's great, because you all know I'm a total loot goblin, and I tend to just grab every little thing that I come across. Did we get skunked on this boat? There better be a chest hiding here somewhere else. I'm going to be annoyed. Here? Maybe. So we got sand. 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 Not sand. Well then. I like to speak to the manager. You're going to play Minecraft. All right, no worries, John Doe. Thank you so much for joining in. Thanks for the follow. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Maybe that arbitrary number could reach 128 for certain blocks like cobblestone or logs. Yes, I concur. But maybe still stuck at 64 for ores. That could help a little bit as well. Yeah, so things like that. Things that are known to be collected in mass. It would be nice if they would consolidate that storage in terms of allowing for larger stacks or something. That would be nice. Kid 1 and 2 are fighting. Don't make me come settle this, children. I'll shut off your power. But then my stream stops, and that's not okay. Okay. All right. What is up with this ship? This ship is weird. And doing this with this is just not the play. Okay, let's break you. I'm hoping that it didn't overwrite the chest with this, but there's a very good chance that it did. So we're just going to clear out a little bit here, and we'll see what happens. I need some sandstone anyway for my build project, so hey, there she is. Ooh, okay, we've got a lot of stuff in there. So let's see. What can we keep and what can we get rid of? We want the shinies, please. And we can consolidate those shovels. Why not? Alright. We'll go with that. Okay, as much as I want all this wood, it would make more sense to keep the loops. Can I get out, please? I want out. Let me out. When I start out a game, especially on a server, I like to get one of each farmable item in one journey. Saplings, sugarcane, veggies. But I can't carry it all in one journey without the bundle. Exactly! That is 100% how I am. Very clearly the boat was made by the Dutch. Right. Yeah, I like to go out and, like, collect all my stuff so I can get my farms going and things like that. That's 100% how I am. Alright, so we gotta finish doing that. This inventory, speaking of inventory, this is a mess. Okay, I want the wood, but I want the loot more. So, loot it is. All right, there's the thingy. Still keeping a lookout in the forest there, because reasons. I'm gonna break this. Welcome back. Sorry the Minecraft didn't pan out for you, but glad to have you all the same. We break the blocks. This is just the back of the boat, yeah? Okay, so that's not what we're looking for. Oh, that's what I want. Ooh, we got moss. Yes, we're taking the moss. Absolutely. I'm taking this. I don't really need that, as nice as it is. I literally have all this other stuff, so let's just go ahead. I'm going to take this and that temporarily. And I will put one of my crafting tables down real quick. Right above me. Why not? That didn't really help me a whole bunch, but that's okay. I'm going to turn this into some sticks because I need them, and why not use them? Not use a 64-bit integer or something along the lines for the game. Ant Venom went over it at one point. John Doe, you already died to a creeper. Oh, that wouldn't be good. I can look up the video and share it in Discord. Sure, absolutely. Go right ahead. All right, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and leave that crafting table there because I can. Where's my axe? I need my axe back. All this other stuff, I'm just going to consolidate like so. Because why not? None of it I need at the moment. How am I going to get back out of here? Me. Let me out. Let me out. Okay, and I'm not going to even worry about the chest with the stuff because with the paper and things because I already know that it's going to be for the one we just did. There's the drowns. I knew they were waiting for us. It was only a matter of time. We're going to take all this loot back to the house, and we're going to do what we got to do. Here we go. Thank you, KT, for throwing that down. I appreciate it. All right, we're heading back home. We're going to drop off all of our loot. We will check in. Let's see. There is a boat there. I don't even know where I'm going right now. I'm just rowing. Okay. F2. We've got a boat here. Which direction am I heading? Let's see. We're facing east. We need to be going south because we went north. Okay, this real quick. Hold on. I have to look at this real quick. Did you guys see this down here? Can we just take a minute to appreciate the terrain generation here and how goofy it is? Okay. The sand bridge kind of came across. It would go so far over Mom's head that it might as well be a 737. What? Why? What happened? What did I miss? Is it an eye roll experience? All right, so here is the ocean monument. I think this is the second ocean monument. Or no, maybe it's the first one. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second when we get a little bit closer. This might be our original ocean monument. Oh yeah, no, because there's the village. Okay, so this is our home ocean monument here. We have another one just to the north of this one. So they're kind of in line. So that's actually 3 ocean monuments we've now found, which is insane. But hey, when we are ready for Spung, we have Spung. Which is wonderful, because we like to absorb all the water. It's very nice. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna offload and then sleep. And then we'll go out and do some more exploring because we've clearly got a wonderful ocean here to work with and we might as well use it. All right, there we go. You didn't miss anything. I'm just bullying the streamer as is the horse taco tradition. Okay, that's fair. As long as you're not unkind about it, I don't have a problem with that. That is a good amount of iron right there. I am very happy about that. Diamonds are great. Water breathing potions, lovely. Heart of the sea, always good. More gold, good for in the future. Honestly, I'm super excited about this moss block because I really love moss blocks. Why? I don't know. I really do. Ooh, we got something to read from Oda. Words of wisdom from Oda. Okay. So basically the problem is, oh, it rolled. It rolled. Okay. Basically the problem Mojang had to try partly to solve for now. 1, tools and gadgets taking up important space in your inventory for any part of the game. Sure. 2, unstackables clogging up inventory space on early adventures. True. 3, arbitrary numbers for certain stacks. Yeah, why is that? Why can you only have 16 of certain things and 64 of others? Pick a number and stick with it. Number 4, amount of inventory slots a player has with all the new additions of blocks. Yes, absolutely. It was fine when we literally had less than 100 items. Now we have close to 1,000. Absolutely. And each version introduces 50 to 100 new blocks. Exactly. No, and you're totally correct on all charges there. I think that they need to accommodate the growth in volume of blocks. Your phone battery died. Oh no, I'm sorry, Retro. I hope you're able to plug in. And Star, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I'm glad the timing worked out and you were able to come and visit for a bit. It's always a joy to see you. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we can catch you again on the next stream. Alrighty, let's continue the offload. We've got lots of good stuff, and I'm very happy. We can put the fish away, because, you know, food is a good thing. Chests. I do have chests, and the TNT can go in here, because for the moment we don't need that. What's up, cartographer? How's it going? We'll be moving your friends over eventually, I promise. I haven't forgotten. I personally think 1 is the purpose of tools. 2 and 3 definitely agree with. I'm not sure what they can do, but I hope they do something, yes. Reason for arbitrary numbers nowadays is redstone related. Interesting. Yes, like why are snowballs and eggs 16? Exactly. Everything should just be 64 unless there's some sort of coding reason that they can't. It should just be clean across the board. This is something I highly agree with. How do I have 1 spruce plank there? How did that guy manage to make it in the inventory? All right, whatever. We'll go with it. So we got our extra boat. I am going to go ahead and drop off this extra pick here, because why not? Makes sense for some items, I think. For example, splash potions. Okay, yeah, so in that case, yeah, I get that. Certain things you don't want to be OP with stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff. But other things, it would be nice to be able to do that. All right, let's put you away. All right. Yes, John Doe, what can I do to help you out today? 16 eggs is a thing in Sweden. You get 16 eggs in a pack. See, that's funny because in the US, you get either 6, 12, 18, or 24. Or you get like 5 dozen on like multiple flats. So like 60 eggs. I usually buy them now. Are you going to make a home? Yes, absolutely. So I was talking about it a little bit at the beginning of stream. Let's pause real quick. I'm going to take a drink. So the plan is this hill right here, we're going to carve into it, and it's going to be a big glass front, arched front window. So like basically we're going to be, hello bread, we're going to be following the curve of this hill. So like right in here is going to be windows following the curve of the hill. And then we're going to frame that with acacia logs and some stairs, and I'm going to use fence uprights to make like a support going around. So like every 3-4 blocks or so we'll have like a support, so the roof is supported. And then over here, we haven't really gone over here so I could show you guys, but let me show you what I did. We'll go up inside the chicken killer here. Up and away. So you guys see how there's different tiers here. So each one of these tiers is going to be a cluster of basically like villager apartments, if you will. And it's all going to be different jobs, and we're going to extend the fence out. The fence is actually going to go around back behind here like this. But that's where they're all going to go. And so we'll have different floors of villagers, almost like if you think of houses built into like sandstone walls, like a lot of people do with like desert villages and things like that. That's what we're going to be doing, but just stacked tiered type houses. Should be really cool. All right, let me see. Let me roll back here. If you could stack splash potions, that would be terrible for PvP. Yeah. Drinkable potions should stack. Archways are nice. Absolutely. Drinkable potions will potentially stack in new combat update. I think they said up to 8. Interesting. You're shopping in a golf outlet. Do you even play golf, horse? I have many questions here. I don't think it matters for drinkable potions because you don't get more time for more potions. That's true. Anything water bottle 64? Yes. Agree. I mixed the peanut butter. Now I'm gonna make myself a sandwich. Enjoy your peanut butter sandwich, Puggers. I will probably get myself a snack here in a little bit. Alrighty. Let's harvest these carrots real quick. We're trying to get our patch growing here. Potatoes are taking their sweet time. Big surprise. Where are we? Sun. Sun is right there. Okay. So, I would like to go out and do a little bit more exploring, doing all that. What you want, I can get it for you. I don't know. I got to go down there and go see what's up. It may also have something to do with redstone. When you can detect a specific amount using a comparator, you can do some fun things with the red dust we love to hate. Oh, interesting. Okay. Carrots. Carrots are good. And you do play golf. Okay, see, I learned something new today about horse. I did not know. Now I feel like a bad friend. I knew about the photography, but I did not know about that. Oh, okay, I know where I wanted to go. I wanted to go back where the original buried treasure was that I found over here, because it bugged me that I couldn't find it. So we're going to go back over here and we're going to attempt to do some more. I remember when horses were in snapshots. Oh yes, many, many moons ago. Honestly, horses are... they're not useless in the game, but I feel like they could have done more with them. Like, basically, yeah, you can ride them, which is great on super flat worlds, because you can get around a lot better. But anything with any sort of elevated terrain, it's just not great for getting around, and it's really not my favorite thing. And yeah, the leather's nice, but it's an inconsistent drop, so I feel bad murdering horses when there's the potential you won't even get a drop, you know? You're cool too, John Doe. I hope you're enjoying your time here with our little community. It's a fun place to hang out and just chit-chat. It's a great way to kill an afternoon or morning. Usually I do morning streams, but today I had an appointment this morning I forgot about, and I was like, oh, wait, it's supposed to be at the same time as stream. That's a problem. Horse was a snapshot. Horse is a snapshot. I think more than horses, it's minecarts, which have been left behind. So I have personally been making an effort to include minecarts a lot more into my builds and into my functional world stuff, because they're such an underutilized item, and I just loved using them. In my Bedrock world, I made a big long track. It was about 2,000 blocks between my house and a woodland mansion, so that was a lot of fun. It took forever because part of it was underwater, but it was a blast. And we actually, in our hardcore world, have the same thing. We have a... what do you call it? An underwater minecart track leading to a nearby ocean monument. So that's kind of cool. Something you can collect thousands of within minutes. Sand, netherrack, dirt, cobblestone, for example, should definitely stack more than 64. Yes. Ka-chow, right? Work. I'm trying to remember where this was. I think it was over here. Let's see. There will be a hole where I was digging, but I don't remember where it was. I didn't even think to grab the map because I'm dumb. There is a boat over here, though. I see another boat. Yes, right here. Yes, this is where I was digging. I was digging right in here, to no avail, obviously. You know, I'm tempted. Let's go ahead and go grab that map over here, because that's probably the same one. I used to make long minecart tracks leading to caves and other places, but I feel they really need an update badly. I agree. It would be nice. I think people would bring them back and use them more often. Real quick, FYI, I apologize to those of you who are not subbed. We'll be having an ad starting in about 2.5 minutes. So plan accordingly and go grab a snack or use the restroom. She had an elytra on Bedrock, but spent weeks making a road for neither one of us to use. Yes, because it was fun. Why not? I think these changes are coming too. We need more powerful redstone signal than 15 if they're ever going to introduce new music discs. Fair. 31 would be the next, thus we need a larger stack. It's a progressive type of thing. You know, you have to fix one to fix the next to fix the next. Roller coasters. I've seen some really incredible roller coaster builds. And it would be neat to be able to add, you know, like a circular type of thing, you know, like full scale type things in like the hardcore world. I think that'd be a lot of fun, because I have a far out plan to actually build a modern city in the hardcore world, and with like an amusement park with it. And so roller coasters are part of the agenda. It's a dream for in the future, but it's there. I find a lot of modes of transportation in this game take way too long. Horses, mine carts, sprinting. Yeah, it's true. I think it's fine that the elytras are the best form of transport, but the things which should make our other transports better to make them more fun. Yes, exactly. Because I enjoy riding on the minecarts. I think they're a blast. I love incorporating them into builds, and I love incorporating them as a means of transport. And it's unfortunate that they didn't really focus on that. Okay, wait, apparently I did this one already. Yep, I already did this one. Okay, so never mind. Just kidding. That must have been where I found the map for this spot. Well, there you go. Amusement park with Ravagers and Wardens in it. It'll be super fun. Yay, death. Imagine making loop-the-loops in Minecraft. Yeah, right. Roller coasters made even better. Absolutely. And DJ Wraith, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're just out exploring a little bit on my Mom Learns Minecraft test world. Okay, Dolphin, here's the thing, buddy. I really don't want you to die, okay? So if you could, like, scooch, that would be great. And someone said 9-9, right? To go to 9-9. Okay, so there's 369. Nice. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, DJ Ray, for bringing your community over. Glad to have you guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Love to hear what you guys are up to on your stream. It's a very nice, chill, chatty community, so we're all here for a good conversation. And if any of you are kind of done and tired and ready to go use the restroom and grab a snack, please feel free. You can hit the !alert command in the chat and let us know that you're popping out. But in the meantime, love to chat with you. Glad you're on board with this year's horror maze, right? Oh my gosh, scary. All right, so we're gonna try this. Let me out. Thank you. Okay, Dolphin, I'm coming over. We will do this. Nether mining on APB. Fun, not. Yeah, I have a kind of a love-hate relationship with the Nether. I like that I can get good blocks there, you know, like Netherite. That's always nice. But I kind of hate the Nether. So, yeah. Okay, so theoretically, we want to go to this spot right here, I think? Yes, this spot right here. And I know I'm almost out of bubbles, but I'll pop up in a second. So, no, it should be there, because you guys said it's like 9-9, right? So it's like 29 and 69? Wait, hold on. Is it 1 over? Yeah, so 29, 69. It should be like right here. Not when you plot a 258 diameter circle to mine from ceiling to lava. Oh, you are brave, friend. You are so brave. Never mind, tenacious. No, where is my chest? See, this is the one I got skunked on before. It's just not working. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I will come back another time. We're gonna explore further down the coastline, because why not? The music has a serious vibe, with the mood of if any of you are tired, feel free to go take a break. Yeah, it's a chill and relax kind of stream. For it being country music, I guess it's all right. Mining's not very exciting in the end, though, and that needs to be remedied. Nether needs slightly more of it, too. Yes, okay, so the end. This is something we've talked about on past streams. You have this vast expanse of infinity in the void, and you have, what, 2 blocks, basically, because you have endstone and then you have the purpur. And then all their variants. You've got to do more. I've seen so many amazing mod packs that add all sorts of different blocks and different plants and new creatures and things like that. Why is this not a thing? They need to make an end update. I hope 120 is an end update, because it's been largely untouched since it was added to the game. And it's kind of like, meh. Like, come on. I felt like a champion after mining out a full chunk, just one chunk, right? Especially now with the elevated ceiling and the dropped ground and everything. Let me turn off my F3. I don't really need that, do I? All right, so we're just gonna row a little bit further. I just want to see what else is out here. I want to see like what we're working with here. We went the other direction the other day, and I want to see what's out here, since I got skunked on that. Alrighty, so we came this way. This is where we were before with that other shipwreck, right? No, this is different, I think, because there's a what do you call it? Azalea. We will get an end update, but I don't think it'll be 120, more like 121. That's fair. I hope they bring in the archaeology one that they promised us. I was really looking forward to that. Pumpkins! I don't need them, but pumpkins. Imagine toxic water and new mobs with Endian trees and villages. Oh, that would be terrifying. And speaking of which, can we take a look at this terrain generation right here? Like, we've got an underwater ravine down there, and then a ravine right there. Like, oh my gosh, imagine falling into that. Ugh. No thank you. I don't like dark oak forests. They give great wood options, but I don't like the forests themselves. The end... Oh, I lost it. Oh, I know the end is supposed to feel like a barren wasteland, so the question is, what can one do and yet still have that feeling remain? That's fair. That is fair. So my thought on that is that there are ways to respect the vast emptiness while still incorporating other things. I think it was Paul GG was doing a PvP type video. This is several months back now, on his mob channel, which is like one of his secondary channels, and they were doing an end PvP type thing. And ooh, sourdough company. Ooh, I could totally go for some sourdough bread. If they have gluten-free, I'll take it. And they had an end mod pack, and there was some really cool like ores and like just different blocks and things. And then periodically, they still kept the same terrain generation in terms of like the islands and all that. But like each of the islands were kind of a different biome. And there were some that were like super colorful and vibrant, and then some that were like, you know, desolate wasteland type places. So it would just be fun to have a little more variation. Excuse me, it's one of the reasons I personally dislike Better End. It makes the end full of life and forest and stuff. That's not the end to me. That's fair. That's fair. If that skews your perception of what it should be, I can see that. Having islands on different elevations is at the least something I'm sure they're going to implement. That would make sense, so it's not just flat. Chocolate shake. Nice. Nullscape. Everyone should definitely check out the Nullscape mod. And Hoser, no worries, friend. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you're feeling up to streaming today. I will for sure be popping in if you are. And have a wonderful rest of the day. Should I say data pack? Well, yeah, we know what you meant. You're good. That's okay. I always call things the wrong things. You guys know what I mean. It's fine. All right, so we got cows. That is one thing we need to work on bringing home is cows. We need to find some cows closer to home so we can bring them home. Because I'm not bringing them all the way from over here. That would be ridiculous. It's made by the same team behind Terraria. Oh, Terralith. Oh, okay. Terralith is the one that gives you, like, the different, like, terrain generations and stuff, I think. I want to say I used that on maybe Kingdoms of Conquest server. Maybe? Maybe. E. Get out of there. Ooh, I see planes. There's another boat. Goody, another boat. Actually, is that a boat or is that an end or another portal? It might be another portal. We'll see. If it's another portal, we do another gamble. Autocorrect is the best, isn't it? And by the best, I mean the worst. Oh, it's a portal. I'm going to make sure that there is a chest, and then I will set up on the beach to sleep, and we will do gamble. Yes, there is a chest. Okay. We're going to go right over here on this little patch of 2. Hello, boat sticking out of the water. Are you okay? All right, hop out of the boat. Place bed here, and as soon as it lets me, we sleep, and then we will pause. Even Nullscape is primarily for more vertical end world generation. Oh, that's cool. Come on. I want to sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Oh, I better get my sword out just in case, because drowns are a thing. Sleep, 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 sleep. I want to sleep. Playing Minecraft and watching Twitch. Do it all the time. That's what I was doing yesterday. I was watching Switchback Mongo's stream for the several hours that he was on, and I was terraforming the entire time. All right, so prediction time. It's time for the gamble. We are looking for a notch apple, an enchanted gold apple, which, by the way, 2,000 days in hardcore, and I can't even tell you how many chests we've opened. None. You're getting skunked. It's rude. All right, so predictions going. Throw your points away. Let us know if you think I'm going to find a god apple in this portal chest or not. More mobs and more structures, some foliage, some way of obtaining a wood-like material like you could in the nether, yes. So there's a way to start in the end if you so wish and obtain wooden and stone tools at least. That would be amazing, because it would be a lot of fun to have that option without mod packs. They have one for the nether called Amplified Nether. I think I've seen someone use that mod pack, and it was terrifying. No chocolate milkshakes. They do have French dip. Oh, I haven't had a good French dip in years. In the town I grew up, there used to be a sandwich type shop where their thing was French dip sandwiches. And it was like the drippy bread falling apart kind of French dip. Oh, it was so good. Oh my gosh, so good. Spent all my channel points on too. Well, I appreciate your lack of faith in me. That's okay. Given my history, it's very likely going to be no. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. After this, we'll pop over and go to that boat that's sticking up there. We just got to watch out for drowns, because right next to it is one of those little drowned houses. You know, the drown spawner, and I don't feel like getting killed. And here I can predict endlessly. 0 is the new infinity. I mean, you're not wrong, Oda. I mean, 0 is as good as a billion, so... It's the thought that counts. You're in the gamble. You have no faith in me, and I appreciate the investment. You know that place? Yes, it's not there anymore. It burned down a few years back, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I remember being a kid and going there, and they had these mashed potatoes with gravy. And I'm not kidding, they served them in the old school like styrofoam container with the plastic lid that always cracked the minute you tried to open it. You know what I'm talking about. And it was just this vat of mashed potatoes and gravy. And when I was a kid, that's all I wanted. I just wanted the mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, so good. Mashed potatoes and gravy is hands down probably my greatest comfort food of all time. And you can ask my children this. Anytime there's potatoes, I'm like elbowing people out of the way, like, give me the taters. Yeah, that place had amazing French dip, and it's sad that it burned down. It was definitely an institution in the town. And yes, we absolutely need to go to lunch again soon. You bet all your channel points. You went all in, John Doe. That is brave. I hope for your sake we find one. Need to head out. 4 hours until uptime. Oh gosh. Thanks for the stream. Have a great rest of your day. Oda, thank you as always for coming and hanging out. I know the time difference is a big deal, so thank you for spending the afternoon with us. I appreciate it, and all your vast knowledge of Minecraft. Please come back again soon and have a good sleep, friend. I'm literally getting food and you're making me hungry. Dude, seriously, I have the munchies now. I'm like, potatoes. All right. Oh, hold on one second. Someone is at my front door. Amazon, is that you? It is Amazon! Yay! Okay, hold on. I must tell the children because I think they've left. Get packages. There we go. All right, see, this is why we have text messages, because then we can tell our children to do things without actually having to interact with them. All right, here we go. We go out to the thing. Oh, let me get my bed back. Bed, please. I think that we will keep the sword out. All right, here we go. We go over. I do have iron, so we will get that gold in just a second. Okay, out, down, and we got skunked. It was a garbage chest. Let me out. Thank you. Big F's in the chat. So sorry to those of you who believed. The streak continues. It's a big fat no. So many cool things coming in the mail in the next few days. I'm excited, right? Prime Day is real, baby. At least in my case. I know you did some shopping the other day, so yeah. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to reload my shaders, but thanks. I want my iron pick so I can get that gold down there. Let me out of the boat, please. Thank you. All right, down. And there. Give. Mine, thank you. Up we go. All right, to the boat. Tally-ho. 1K on your first ever stream. Nice. Well, okay, look at it this way, John Doe. It was only 60 channel points, not like 6,000. You'll re-earn that 60 points in like no time flat. Trust me. Don't let it stress ya. You'll be all right. All right, so let's go check this out. I want to see this boat, but again, being careful because of the stupid drowned thing right there. I don't like that. Don't like it at all. And of course, there's a drown right there. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? This is such a bad idea. 100% a bad idea. But the good thing is I can hop out right here. And a treasure map. We will put the treasure map right down there. There was another one right here. And let's see, can I get to it easily? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Okay. Let me out. Oh, we are literally in a spawner thing. We are literally in a spawner thing. Let me out. 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 Nope. 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 And this is only the one side of the boat, so we're out. Goodbye. We're done. Can we do another prediction? Yes, we will do another prediction. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here real quick. I ignored Amazon almost entirely and bought all my cool stuff off Etsy and eBay. I respect that. You know why? Because you're supporting small businesses, and that is awesome. I respect that immensely. I got it back. Can we do another predict? Well, see, there you go. We absolutely will do another one. And treasure map out. Thank you. Where we go? Oh, we're going this way, apparently. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. I'm still learning. Don't laugh at me. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm going. Hold on, am I going the right way? Which direction am I facing? I'm facing south, which means I don't think I'm going the right way, because you have to face north, right? That's the thing, you gotta face north? Yes, I think so. I feel like we're gonna go past it though. Let's see. I would say eBay is a small business. Well, yes, but no. I mean, eBay is not a small business, but the people on eBay are small business. My squishy pad is here. Yay! All right, so here we go. Of course, your country music is a vibe. All right, meep, meep. Okay, no, up on the shore, please and thank you. Okay, so basically I'm right above it. Let's turn on our thing. We are looking for 9 and 9, right? That's what we're looking for, 9 and 9. No, stop switching my stuff. Okay, so here's 9, and here's 9. So right there, it should be right there. Will it be right there? That is the question. It's not right there. Map, you lied. Hold on, is that targeted block? Nope, that's the block right there, so it should be there. All right, well, we're just gonna dig around. That's fine. Of course, I didn't buy from many of them, and instead I bought stuff from small video creators who are selling cool cameras. Cool, that's still small business. Definitely a priority of mine when purchasing cameras. Good. Thank you, country is always a vibe. Everyone just hates it because they won't give it a chance. They both have to be 9. Well, yeah, because look, right there, we're at 2279 and negative 589, so that should be it. Oh, the first and last both have to be 9. Well, that doesn't make any sense, because the last one wasn't. I think it's here, we're just not on it yet. Okay, hold on, let me go back to the map. So look, yeah, my booty's sticking out, so it should be here somewhere. It's somewhere in this general vicinity. I have faith that we will find it. We dig. We diggy diggy dig. I know it's around here somewhere. The last one, it was right there. I put the last number to 9, and that was it. Chest, where are you? I require your loot. Just realized my hand has completely drifted off my WASD. That cannot be a good thing. Maybe dig down. Well, it shouldn't be, though, because once you hit sandstone, that's supposed to be it, right? Like, there shouldn't be anything more under the sandstone. Or, like sandstone is where the chest is, usually. I do believe we have been bamboozled. Okay, hold on. So I'm in the thing. What if I turn around this way? What if I back this way? Okay, so what if I... yeah. So I think if we're facing north, it actually should be behind us. So let's look over here. We'll figure it out. We'll find it. It's here somewhere. I will not be bamboozled today. I will find this chest. No, not that. Come on now. Well, that's not good. F's in the chat for my shovel. Okay, hold on. Let me pull the map back out. I'm gonna go into the water a little bit. So now my nose is sticking out. Yeah, see, it should be like right here. Because I'm drifting. Yeah, it should be like right here. Okay, I'll go down one more layer, and if it's not here, then that's that. Alright. This berry chest is playing hide and seek. What's F3 and A? What does that command do? You have to remember, I'm learning how to do this, so if you're trying to troll me, that's not the play. We have enough of that from horse. Reloads chunks. Oh, that's true. Code 3 Girl, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for the follow. Alright, so this one has debated me. I'm very annoyed. Okay, so we're going to take a screenshot of this location, and I will come back again another time. Wow, yeah, so I got a lot of stuff here. That's cool. Boat. Alright, we're going to head back. We're going to drop off this loot, because it is a bit of a swim to get there. And we will get more stuff. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't following you already. That is quite alright, no worries. Glad to have you all the same. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. That's indeed a big hole for a berry trip. Really? Really? Yes, we have been rickrolled by a chest. However, I just found another boat. Can we talk about the generation of the boats up on the shore? Must not make adult jokes. Yeah, no. Family-friendly stream. You have to wait for Mom after dark, and then you can let the adult jokes fly. Okay, this is the second one that we found in this exact type of thing. Like, what is this? This is nuts. All right. All right. Well, I forgot to do the gamble, but it's a good thing because there's nothing there. So there you go. Ta-da. That's your second Rickroll for the day. Well, there you go. It's a good day then. I do love a good Rickroll. I'm not going to lie. I know it sounds funny, but I do love a good Rickroll. It is quite amusing. All right, that was the map that we needed to check on. I'm going to drop this one little bit of sandstone and this little bit of spruce because I need the space. And F for fruit. Yes, exactly. And okay, that's the one I just did. So now we have to go down to the next level. Oh, and thank you, Code 3 Girl, for the hydrate request. I do appreciate that. Thank you for looking out. I don't do that enough. When we get a chatty stream like this, I totally forget, and it's terrible. Hydration is so important, especially when it's disgustingly hot like it is right now. Oh, just Code Girl. Oh, sorry. So I have a family of first responders, and so my brain sees Code 3. And so that's just how it plays out in my brain. So apologies for reading that incorrectly. Chest, where are you? I require your loot. Yeah, see, they all knew. My chat is much smarter than me, so they knew what was up. Chests. Hey, there's chest. Okay, let's just get rid of this and that. Wow. Thanks. Yeah, that chest was not worth the effort it took to find it. Can we just say that was definitely not worth it? All right, well, time to head back out of here then. And I'm not even going to worry about the other one because, again, the treasure map is likely the one that we just spent a ridiculous amount of time looking for, and I'm not going to do it. I refuse. I have a hard time understanding acronyms personally. So I tend to struggle with when they add like the letters and numbers in. It takes me a minute to like figure it out. I'm like, wait, what? What is happening? Okay, so we hung a left before. I wonder if, pardon me, my nose is itchy like crazy. Ugh. Okay, we're good. I think I want to go right across the train here and head for the ocean because there should be ocean over on the other side. And that's where we're headed to go home. And me. Thank you. We're gonna sleep right here on the beach because it's nice. COD Girl just makes me think of Call of Duty. That's fair. You're now COD Girl. Hey, I mean, if it's appropriate, if you are a COD player, then hey, cool, that works. Hold on, is there anything else I want to get rid of? No, that's pretty much everything. We have bed, we have stuff. Well, I think I found where all the animals are living. Happy little pasture land here. If I find another boat, I'm just going to be annoyed. I'm not going to lie, because at this point I feel like the game is just rickrolling me with all these boats and not being able to find the buried treasure. But I have been taking screenshots, so I can do that. Sleeping on the beach, right? I called myself Code Girl long before COD. How long has that been out now? It's been out for a minute. I know that. Alright. Oh, and also, just as far as followers go, because that made me look over, 222 followers, you guys. How crazy is that? This is definitely, like, way beyond my wildest dreams and expectations for this channel. So, thank you to each and every one of you who have followed and who come back for every stream and hang out and chit-chat. It is a blast, and you guys are why I do it. So, thank you. And yes, big yay, absolutely. Alright, let's see if we can get back home this direction. Yeah, let's just go around this way. We're just going to follow around. Okay, so you know what? We're going to screenshot it, and I'll come back another time. I'm not going to do it. I refuse. I won't do it. I just won't do it. 221 now as far as I'm concerned. Why? Who are you discounting as being a follower? Yourself? Or have you banned someone and I'm not aware of it yet? do I get out of here? I'm not going through the Dark Oak Forest. It scares me. I love Twitch. Twitch is nice. Twitch is a nice platform to stream and find streamers, and there's definitely some perks to streaming here for sure. You're unfollowing. That's fair. Do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, remember, I do know how to find you, so it's not like you can get away from me. I know where you live, at least for the time being. Alright, oh, there's another azalea over there. That's cool. I have no idea where we're going right now. I'm literally just rowing, and we'll just get there when we get there. Alright, in about 4 minutes, we'll have another ad. For those of you who are not subbed, my apologies. I will attempt to do nothing exciting for that time that you're away. Have ads set up so that way we don't get pre-rolls when people join, because I think they're the worst. There's nothing worse than trying to join a stream for the first time and you gotta watch like 3 unskippable ads. Sucks. I always forget Mom had doxed me. I did not dox you. You doxed yourself. I made a reference point and you committed to it. Acronyms like that, people use acronyms like ISTG or OMW or whatever, yeah. And as for doxing, it wasn't like I put his address on stream, lest anyone think that was the case. I don't want to go that way. I'm going to have to go that way. Okay. Okay. Boat. Dolphin, what's up? Are you just chilling with me? Are you chilling in Cedar Rapids? Not sure why I've never gotten more than 1 Twitch ad ever. That is awesome. Kudos to you. I cannot say the same. For me, it's usually 2 or 3 unskippable ads when I get them. I tend to follow and sub to my favorite streamers because I just like to support other streamers. But periodically I do come across one that I have to sit and watch that. Thank you, Horace, for the sub to Cardoodles. If you guys haven't already, go check out Cardoodles. She has a lovely stream. She's very low-key and chill. She's another chronic condition person like myself, and like myself uses streaming as a sort of therapy, if you will, both physically and mentally. Okay, we're just wandering aimlessly now. I'm just trying to find a way out of this place, and I'm not having a ton of luck. So we're just gonna go. We're heading in the right general direction. I just have to get there. And I can't sub when broke. But you know what? That is all right. There's no obligation whatsoever to sub. We're glad to have you. You gave us that follow, and you're hanging out, and you're chatting, and that's great. And don't hate on the music for us. It's wonderful. There are ways you can support streamers for absolutely free. The easiest, give them a follow, watch stream. That helps the algorithm, and it gives a streamer a little bump. That's awesome. Second thing you can do, if you hit !host in the chat, and that will tell you how you can host on your own channel. Anyone who has a Twitch account has a channel. You just go into your settings and there's a channel section there. If you're on mobile, you click on your icon in the top left corner, I believe, and there's a thing that says My Channel. Go to that and you go into your own chat. You have to scroll, and you type in the chat /host and then the person. And that basically then plays their current live stream on your channel. So if someone goes to your channel, they'll see that host, and that's great. Algorithm is the formula that determines how people get recommended, who gets on the front page for the different categories, things like that. And the algorithm is literally a computer program that someone has written that picks up different triggers, be it lots of followers, lots of subs, lots of raids, whatever, and it boosts that person's visibility. YouTube does the same thing. They call it the YouTube algorithm, and it's the same thing. I don't know if we went to this one yet, but we're gonna go ahead and screenshot this bad boy too. We'll come back for that later. I have no idea where I'm going, so we need to go to -577 by 121. So we're going in the right direction. Ish. Close enough. We'll get there. We took a big loop. Ooh, 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 ooh. Another one. Another one. God Apple, here you go. Here's your next gamble. John Doe, this is you. 2 minutes. God Apple, go. I wish Twitch would give you more channel points per cycle. Yeah, it would be nice if there was more ways to earn them. That would be great. Excuse me. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but it would be nice. All right, we're going to go this way. I think we're lost, but in a good way, because we're finding good stuff. And if you haven't already, guys, hit that prediction, because now's your chance to win some money. Either you have zero faith that I will find a god apple, which I don't blame you. History has said that that's usually the case. This is a really cool portal, though. Like, in the water like that, that is really cool. Thank you again, Horse, for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. So kind of you, as always. Let me up. Thank you. Okay, where is my chest? Glowy boys! I love the glowy boys. And welcome in Code 3 Girl. If you are interested, we do have a sub-only chat on the community Discord. Just hit !Discord. And once you join, just let me know in the general chat that you are a subbed member here on Twitch, and we'll make sure to get you that role added. All right, there's our chest. That's where we're doing the thing. Let me up. Thank you. Fish girl. All right. Bed is there. We have 1, 2, 3-ish spaces. You got 2 ads. Well, you know, better 2 than 6. Every time I see a glow squid, I must slay it. I mean, if it weren't so far away and so far down, I probably would, but I have no respiration, nothing to help me out with that, and I'm not going to take that chance. Is it really getting dark? Ugh. Gross. All right. Almost done with our prediction. Actually, I'm going to pause it because I don't want any more to go. Oh, I got to give the fingers a break. This is the one problem, not the one problem, one of the problems that I have with playing on mouse and keyboard is it does definitely flare the arthritis up. So we'll see. All right, prediction is up. Let us dive in. Down, 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 down. Open and skunked. F's in the chat. Oh, I'm out of room. I'm out of room. What can I get rid of? This. Thank you. E. Let me up. 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 I know I can get bubbles, but I don't like going on those things. I always end up hurting myself. All right, we're good. So that one was a no. The trend continues. Yay! Why no god apple? Because that's how it works. I'm on no, but now pulling for yes. Well, congratulations to the no faith crowd. Again, I don't blame you. I don't have any faith in myself anymore at this point. I literally think that the game is just like, nope, just not gonna give it to you. You get none. You get absolutely none. Sucks to be you. Alright, let's head back to the house. Let's offload. We'll take a little break. Actually, no, we're just going to push through. It's only another 30 minutes. I already have a raid target in mind. Our friend Viking Pilot is going to be going live in about half an hour. And I want to go raid in there. He's going to be doing a lore segment. I love that song. Thank you, KT, for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Wow, we're only one stop away from a hype train. That is crazy. We've only done that once before, and it's so exciting. So the fact that we're only one away is so cool. Have I ever played on a Minecraft server? Yes, I have. I've played on a few of them, actually. One that I was a mod on, and then 2 others that were just... one was a community server and one was a private server. It's a lot of fun. I was actually mentioning that I'm very seriously considering opening up a community server for our community because I miss playing on a server a lot. As much as I enjoy the hardcore world and playing by myself and being able to have complete control over what's happening in the world, oh, Horse. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to J Stitz. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I enjoy playing in the hardcore and having that control over what's being built and how things are done. I miss the camaraderie of being on that. Yeah, and I'm thinking that, you know, maybe like a sub-only community or, you know, something like that. I would very much want to keep it small. I don't have any interest in having, oh my gosh. Levi with the gifted sub, and that's the hype train. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate that. And Tavon Brainstorm, no less. They're doing the dishes tonight now. The issue is that it becomes pay to play. If someone can't pay 1 month and they lose all their progress, and that's unfair. That is true. That's a very good point. Oh my gosh. KT, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, KT. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Holy cow. Okay. So, WHS Coville, John Doe, Retro Destroyer, DJ Wrath, and Samuel Jackson. Welcome all to the Holy Order of the Lava Watchers. Oh my gosh. KT. Holy cow. Alright, can I get in here and sleep? That is the question. We have many mobs. Hopefully not any mobs here. No, we're good. Okay, we sleeps. And we drink. Oh my gosh, it's still trying to catch up. Oh my gosh, that is a level 2 hype train. That is a first. Wow. Okay, that was crazy. Whitelist, yes, that whitelist would be a great alternative. I would absolutely whitelist it, and I would have to have... I was just about to say, I would have to have some very competent mods to help maintain the... Well, of course, you get full admin privileges. Hello. I would have to have a good mod team to help maintain the community structure that we're looking for. What's a subscriber badge? So, right next to your name in chat, there's a little purple heart, and that means that you are now a 1-month sub here on the channel. So every time you increase your sub to a different... or a different level, like a tier sub, if you do a different tier, because they have tier 1, 2, and 3. Those you get little hearts added to your little stars added to your heart. Very, very competent out of the running. No, you're very competent. Every month that heart changes to a different color, depending on how many months you've been subbed. So you'll notice different people in chat have different colors depending on how long they've been subbed for. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought as I was looking at stuff, and that commonly happens with me. Well, we have a substantial amount of iron, so we actually have enough now to start an iron farm, and I'm super excited. That'll be next stream. We're going to move some more villagers over, we're going to breed them, we're going to get an iron farm going. That is the other map. All 3 of these maps have skunked me, and I'm very annoyed. But we will get them. So we have Smite, and we have Bane of Arthropods, both hot garbage, thank you. Efficiency 4, also hot garbage. If I'm a mod for the server, I call dibs on the end build. Am I going to stream tomorrow? Maybe. Definitely on Thursday. My stream schedule is generally Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I will be out of town on Sunday, so there's a very strong chance I will be adjusting my stream schedule this week a little bit, but I haven't decided how much and like what days. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Excuse me. But if you join the Discord, !Discord, I do post in the announcements anytime I make schedule changes or if I'm adding a bonus stream. We have a role that you can have added where it's a giant space station, Levi. That would be awesome. And thank you for the Discord link. We have a role that you can opt into. It's not automatic. You have to say you want it. It's called The Watchers. And so when I go live, I ping the people in that role to let them know that that we're going live for stream. So if it's like a surprise stream or something like that. And please know that I'm not fishing. Please feel no obligation. I'm not asking, but I'm just pointing out we're at 47 subs right now, and at 50 we get new emotes unlocked. So I'm super excited that when it organically happens, we will get new emotes unlocked. Please do not gift me more subs, guys, okay? If you have gifted today, you're not allowed to gift anymore. If you do, you're banned. But I'm just making a point because it's cool and I'm very surprised. KT, step away from the wallet, okay? But yes, I saw you have the gifted sub emote now. That's very exciting. Very cool. Horse, you too. And Levi? Nope. Nope. Not allowed. You guys have done way more than I could ever ask. So thank you for what you've done. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. And on behalf of the community, I appreciate that. Do not give me money. No, I know it's only 3 more, but no, I cannot ask that of you. You've already done so much. You do so much, and I cannot ask that of you. I thought it was a really interesting point, and I had to mention. Levi, I will ban you. Thank you for the gifted sub to Bucko Man. I know where you live. Thank you, Horse. I appreciate the gifted sub to... oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you, KT, for the gifted sub as well. Oh my gosh, you guys. We completed the level 2 hype train. We are at 50 subs, which means we will now have new emotes unlocked. So thank you very much, you guys. You did not have to do that. I appreciate you all the same, but oh my gosh. Yeah, that just kind of blows my mind. Wow. You know, I know where Horse lives. Horse actually doesn't live very far from me. We have hung out IRL, which is really cool. He's a wonderful person, regardless of what he might try to convince everybody of. He is a wonderful person. Yeah. I do. I literally have his address, so I can't ban you all. I know if I banned all 3 of you, then I would be very sad. So we can't do that. And to answer your previous question, John Doe, as for the server, I don't. Yeah, right. Keep your wallets away. As for the server, I don't have like a definitive plan right now. Once I go through this Mom Learns Minecraft, yeah, you're only 2,000 miles away. It's fine. Once I do the Mom Learns Minecraft series, then we'll kind of see where we are in terms of the community and see where we are in terms of expanding it, adding new features. I am going to be checking out through Bisect Hosting. They have come extremely well recommended by a number of content creators that I'm friends with online. And when and if we get to that point, I'll be going through Bisect because they offer some great plans depending on the size of the server that you're going to be hosting. I have every intention of keeping it a small server. It's definitely not one of those join the community, join the server type things. It's intended for those folks who are established community members, and as was suggested on stream, Oofin Gaming, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you're having a fantastic day and you had a pleasant stream. We'd love to hear all about it. Our community here is a bunch of chatty folks, and we love to have conversations with everybody in chat, so please feel free to share what you're up to. And if you guys are a little pooped out after your own stream, I totally understand that. Please feel free to just drop an exclamation mark lurk in the chat and do what you gotta do. Take care of what needs to be taken care of. We're just kind of having a little chitty chat session here, talking about community servers and things like that. We just got back from a little expedition around our world here. Dancing mom emote, just an idea. That's a cool idea. KT, if you want to go into the Discord and pop that into, I think it's the ideas and suggestions or whatever the heck I called that channel. You know which one I'm talking about. Pop that in there and I'll tag Kelsey actually, because as you guys all know, Kelsey Chaotic is one of our amazing emote creators. I said poop. I wouldn't doubt it. And she's done a bunch of our emotes and things, and so she's amazing. Did I spell that right? I hope I spelled that right. Did I spell it right? Yay, I think I did. Okay, so give Kelsey a follow, and we'll make sure to hook up with her about that artwork. So yes, my intention is very much to keep it a small server, and make sure it's folks that are established in our community and who all have kind of the same mindset for how we want to play. I mean, it very much is going to be a community server, and we want to keep that community feel. So check out, join the Discord if you haven't already to keep an eye out for upcoming information on that as we go forward. Yeah, all right. That was a lot of talking, really quick in a one small period of time. All right, so what do I need to do here? We need to do a little bit of quick farming. You joined. Fantastic, John. I am glad to hear that. Feel free to jump in, make yourself at home, interact with folks, and take a look around. You have a funny Discord name. Okay, well, I hope it's nothing inappropriate because we are a family-friendly Discord server. And if it's anything too inappropriate, we will have to ask you to change it if you're going to stay for the long haul. You're just going to troll the entire time and do horse things. I won't actually play it all. Oh, I know. You'll show up in God mode and start throwing lightning bolts at people, as you do. I respect that. That is kind of your thing. All right, now let's see if I can get it without it hitting. Okay, good. Last time I broke the one and it landed on top of it and killed itself. I'm like, well, that was great. Thanks. It's not like I needed that cactus for dye or anything. It's fine. All right. Next stream. Okay, hold on. We have to make a to-do list before I forget. Let's pause here for 1 second. We need to make a to-do list. Next stream, we need to go and get terracotta because we're going to need that when we start building our houses. We need plain terracotta and we also need color terracotta because again, the idea is we're making like Acacia Village 2.0. So we're taking the same kind of theme, but we're turning the volume up. As a mod, you're required to take on some sort of project. No. I've heard that has happened in other communities, and no. I encourage people to take on projects. If that's what they choose to do, it will never be a requirement. Highly recommend making to-do lists with Minecraft books. Actually, that would be pretty cool. Actually, we should look into that. I haven't thought about that, but that would be very cool. It makes a to-do list much cooler, in my opinion. That's fair. But see, I have a thing with sticky notes. They are legally binding documents, and they have stuck with me through thick and thin. We're not ending quite yet. We're taking a detour for a second. We've probably got about 20 more minutes before we end. So something you have to know about me, John, is that I have mom brain, and I usually have about 80 things running through my head at the same time. And I'm notorious for, if I don't write it down right now, I will forget. So my desk is covered in sticky notes. I'll post a picture on Discord. I have sticky notes stuck all over my desk. I have them stuck all over my house because I forget. If I don't write myself a note of, hey, you're thinking of this thing, write it down. It's gone. That's the end of it. If it was life or death medication, I'll forget. So I'm just taking a minute to write this down real quick. And thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that. Alrighty. So we need terracotta. We need it the plain and colored. So I'll make sure we grab a good couple of stacks of each of those. We need, what else was I going to say for our build? We need that. We need to get some toolsmiths going and some armorers. Because I need some gear for sure. We need our iron farm. That is probably the first priority next stream, as we're going to get our iron farm going. I have a location already in mind for it. It's going to be out over the water. So basically where our little bay is right now, we're going to build out and up, and that's where our iron farm's going to go. And we'll build a little like stair bridge up to it. Pink sticky note. It's an official document. Absolutely. Legally binding document, the pink sticky note. If I ever get merch, that's what we're going to have. We're going to have mom sticky notes, and it'll be all of our emotes like down in the corner. And that will be my merch, just sticky notes. Because nothing else is important. Although that's not true. I do have a thing usually when it's not 8 million degrees outside of having my fun t-shirts. Pink sticky note emote. Quick, to the Discord! Put that one in suggestions too. So now we have 2 for Kelsey to do for us. We're keeping this girl busy. All right, so terracotta, toolsmiths, armorers, iron farm. We need a mending villager, obviously. Isn't that like the first thing you always roll for? We need a mending villager. I think that will do in terms of next stream. That's a good substantial amount of work in the meantime. And let's harvest our stuff. We're going to get all this stuff put away. Harvest all of our loot. And you can go in there. And you got cookies. Yay! Cookies are great. Cookies are the best. There's a cookie emote, in fact, I might add. There we go. Okay. Let's come on over here. You go here. Oh, we have a good amount of sugarcane. I don't think we have quite enough for our bookshelf yet because we don't have leather. We need to find cows. Cows, we must find them too. Because we need leather. So I started working for a certain dashing app, so I'll be broke no more. Fantastic, Levi. Congratulations. I'm very excited for you. I hope that works well for you and is a lucrative endeavor. Let's see here. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Alrighty. Speaking of which, let me pause something and just look here real quick. So we had 1, 2, 3. You guys, we had 3 raids today. Wowza. I think that's the most we've ever had in one stream before. That's crazy. We need to feed our sheep because we need to continue to grow our sheep farm because we need lots of beds for all of our villagers that we're going to be having. Because you all know I like to have a whole little village. I feel lonely in my single player words. Pink sheep, I love you, but I can't feed you right now because I only need little white sheep babies. Because I refuse to have any impersonators. It will not be okay. You know, if I suddenly become a tier 3 sub, right? You become Jeff Bezos' personal dasher, and he actually tips well. In a perfect world. Alright, there's that. So we've got that one. Let's see, how much time do we have? We still have about 15 minutes left. So let's take the remaining time. Let's work on demolishing that village up there. And then we'll work on getting our villagers moved down so they can hang out over here. Do I have a boat in here? I only have the chest boat. Hold on, we have to swap boats real quick. Chest boat's gonna sit in the harbor, ready to go. Are you gonna make a cookie? Well, we have the mom cookie emote. But as for an actual cookie emote, I don't know yet. Maybe. Very possibly. It could happen. I'm going to use up all these gold axes because they're the worst and why even use them. Or why even keep them, I should say. I have no shovel, but I don't think I'll need it. I hope, anyway. Up, up, and away. I'm looking forward to having iron tools, though. I very much am looking forward to that. This stone tool nonsense, I'm just about over. Sorry, I had to move a sticky note because it was like right underneath my mouse, and I bumped my mouse. Whoopsie, sorry, my bad. Alrighty, up we go. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 over here. 3 houses over here to do. 4, 5, right? Let's go check. This one we'll start with because there's nobody here. There's Gollum just hanging out. So yeah, we've got that one. There's villagers trapped in there, and there's a villager trapped in there. We should have 3 more, I think. I think there's 1 there and 2 here. Maybe? Not positive. We will find out shortly. Oh, so much faster. Love it. Are you using Vanilla Tweaks texture pack? I am. So if you hit !RP in the chat, you can see exactly what I'm using. I have all of the attached resources listed there, so you can see which ones I use. I have a fair amount, but not like a stupid crazy amount. There you go. You got it. I gotta practice my crouching. 1, so I don't fall off here, but 2, because it's just good practice to do. Gold tools are useless unless you're doing something like this. Oofin Gaming! Oh, that's right, because it's a follower-only chat for safety reasons. Because we have a family-friendly stream, and we like to make sure it stays that way. So apologies for having to have the bit of a delay, but welcome in. Glad to have you. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Okay, E. There we go. So, as you are a first-timer here, I'll give you the quick rundown. I have been a fairly long-term hardcore player. My current hardcore world is about... Oh, you didn't realize you weren't... That's what it is. You have to be verified. That's what it is. Yeah, it takes a bit, so my apologies for that. So we don't have follower only. You have to be verified only. That's what it is. It's been a while since I made the settings. My bad. Yeah, so I'm a long-term hardcore world player. My current hardcore world is at 2,000 days. I usually play Java with an Xbox controller. Up until recently, I played through Steam, and I had my controller tethered through Steam, and I played that way. But upon updating to a new gaming system, which is what I'm on now, I was unable to redo the tether, unfortunately. And so the time has come for Mom to learn how to play Minecraft on mouse and keyboard. So that's what I'm doing here. I am learning how to play on mouse and keyboard. This is my second stream doing that. I played a little off stream as I told Chad. I'm like, I'm gonna keep practicing off stream because I need the practice. But I promised him I wouldn't do anything fun, exciting, or dangerous. So I just did a boatload of terraforming just to practice the mechanics of it. And it's going okay. It's still a little frustrating at times because I still hit the wrong buttons, but I'm getting there. I'm good and stream was good. I'm a hardcore player too. Cool. That's mostly what I do. Current world is only 473 days now. Hey, you know what? Not only it is 473 days. That's impressive. And congratulations on that. That is very exciting. And Code Girl, thank you so much for the lurk. Hopefully we catch you again before end of stream. But if not, have a wonderful rest of your day. And we're just going to keep breaking this until my axe dies. And then we'll sleep because it'll be about that time. All of the loot. We are rolling all these materials over into our new base. And also into the tiered villager city that we're building along with. Lost my last world. Hardcore is my addiction. I respect that very much. I'm actually on my Series 3 world. Series 1 was my first ever Java playing experience. I went 1,226 days and lost in the dragon fight, unfortunately. Series 2 we don't talk about because I lost that due to my own stupid mistake. I thought I hit escape before I went AFK, and I didn't, and left myself standing in a desert with no lights. So you can imagine how that went. We were very sad to lose that world. But we are now, again, we're in Series 3 world, and we just passed 2,000 days about 2 or 3 streams ago. So that was very nice. Kill the axe. Yes, the axe is dead. We've gone through a few axes, actually. Alright, luckily though, I do have more cobble and my crafting table, so we're good there. Okay, could I please hit the right button? One of these days I will hit the right button when I'm trying to multiple craft. It happens, I've done my fair share of stuff for sure. You know, and it can easily, yeah, make sure, yeah, don't forget to pause, exactly. And thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome into the community. Yeah, I try really hard not to make dumb mistakes, but it's just unavoidable sometimes. A lot of it has to do, I think, with complacency or an arrogance of I've got this, and I don't got it. Definitely don't got it. So I play very cautiously, much to my chat's dismay. They're usually telling me to, you know, parkour off multiple stories high buildings and mountains, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. That's how we've survived for 2,000 days. And yes, Horse was on a gifting spree along with KT and Levi today, so thank you again. Abundant thank yous to them for the generosity they show the community on a regular basis. You guys are wonderful, and I'm sure very appreciated all around. Alright, let's do all these. We're almost done with this one. Nope, other direction. You have to remember which way you're facing there. The point of hardcore is to survive. Exactly. I know for some people it's really about the, you know, the speed run at the beginning of, okay, I'm going to get that elytra as fast as possible. And I respect that. If that's how you like to play your game, kudos. But for me, it is a survival world, and I am all about the survival. For me, it is the longevity of the world that I'm going for. So why are you eating a village? Okay, so I spawned not far from here, near a desert, and I kind of boated around and found this place. Excuse me, this is the first village that I found. That was the house I took over temporarily. And when I went on walkabout in this direction, I wanted to see what was a little further out, and I was in desperate need of basic supplies like coal and iron. I saw this stony shore when we first rode up, and I'm like, okay, stony shore is a great place to go early game to get materials. Started walking along the stony shore, and I find over here, if I can unstick from my mouse, another village. So I'm like, sweet, 2 villages, pretty much within render distance, awesome. Well, it didn't make sense to keep running back and forth to trade with villagers, so I had the inspirational idea to go ahead and establish a base right in the middle of both, and I'm going to turn it into a tiered village where I'm going to move all the villagers from both villages here. And right over here, you can see there's like tiers built in right here, and right here, and then kind of up this way. And up on all those spaces is going to be new villager apartments. And kind of each section will be like, one will be clerics, one will be librarians, and so on and so forth. So they have their own little pod of houses to live in. And I'm stealing materials towards that build, so I have less that I have to craft myself and less that I have to actually collect myself. I know I'm still collecting it, obviously, but if I can have this stuff readily available when I'm ready to start doing stuff, it'll be so much easier. So that's what we're doing. We do the looting because we are loot goblins here. Okay, so we have enough access to do that next one. I feel like I need a shovel. It's bugging me that I don't have a shovel in my inventory. I don't know why. It's just how I am. I'm weird like that. Okay. We're doing good. Hold on, what time of the day is it? Oh, midday. We're good. I know, we're going to be bringing your friends over soon. I promise. You will not be alone for much longer. How much minutes left until the end of stream? Probably about 5 more minutes, because our friend that we're raiding is going to be going live at 4 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. their time, and we're gonna head over. We're gonna share the love and spread the joy over to their world. It's our friend Viking Pilot. He is a member of the Pleasant Craft SMP and also the Dominion SMP. So if you follow either of those SMPs, then you are probably familiar with Viking. He's a wonderful streamer, wonderful content creator, has just the most amazing personality on stream, and he's just a blast to hang out and watch and listen to, and I found great joy hanging out in his community. I, for some reason, wanted to do an ice castle in my hardcore world, and that's what we've been grinding on. That is really cool, actually. Ufin, if you haven't already, please feel free to hit ! Discord in the chat and join our community. I would love to see some screenshots of that. It sounds really cool. Oh, you can't hear anything though because I got an ad. Okay. Ooh, apparently my cap lock is on. All right. Let me know when you get back. Okay, there you're back. Okay, I was just about to say, tell me when you get back. So what I was saying is, if you don't mind, hit the link there to the community Discord server. I would love to see some screenshots of your ice castle. That sounds amazing, and I don't think I've seen an ice castle build recently, especially in hardcore. So if you have some screenshots, I'd love to check them out. We have a builds channel in there under the Minecraft section. Feel free to throw those pictures in there. It would be, I'm sure everybody would love to see them. We're a community of a lot of builders, so it would be a very appreciated posting. Oh yeah, efficiency, gotta love it. It's a big project and using mostly ice. Very cool. So are you using like blue ice, packed ice, regular ice, combination of stuff? Like what's your material list look like? Yeah, and I would love to have you. Love to have you. It's a very chill community. It's not super duper active. Like people don't post constantly, but you know, daily. And people just kind of chat and check in with each other and stuff. It's really a group of accountability, you know, just like, hey, are you still alive? Mostly packed ice and doing detail with blue and regular. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That sounds really neat. All right, finish that. Getting all that terracotta, which we need for this build. 9. So, Horse, if you're still here, your music has lasted the majority of the stream. Congratulations. I wasn't sure if it was going to. I figured someone was going to complain and want to change it before the end of stream. But, oh, we're still here. Still listening to the country. But like I said, it's a vibe. I'm totally down with it. All right. Let's go, house. You are mine now. You will come home with us, and you will become great things. That golem is stressing me out. I want to murder him, but I kind of want to bring him over and let him hang with my villager because he's so lonely. Poor villager. He's so sad. He's like, come hang out with me in my little spot. Oh, and thank you, John Doe, for the hydrate. Definitely need that. My last world, I did a Greek area with way more quartz than I ever want to get again. Ooh. If you have pictures of that, please share those too. I would love to see it. And guys, we are only 2 followers from our goal today. So thank you very much to everybody who has come in and followed and joined the community. We are so happy to have you, and I just love seeing that number continue to grow because not for me, but for the incredible folks that are in this community. It's a real gift getting to know them. And I love that each and every person who hangs out on the regular in chat, I know them. And I love that there's that personal touch to our community. You know, we all know each other and we know each other's little quirks, and what's going on in our lives and stuff like that. And I just love that. It's so great. It's definitely made a world of difference for me, especially after COVID, being able to have that contact with people again. I mean, without actually having to contact people, because people are gross, but people, ew. But you know, it's great. It's great hanging out with these folks, and I could not have asked for a better group of people. I couldn't. I could not, even if I handpicked them. Did you say follower only chat? No. So I was thinking that that's what the setting was that I had, but what it is you have to have a verified account. Mom's on the edge of crying. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. I'm fine. I'm fine. Good day, sir. I said good day. You are encroaching on my personal space. This is not acceptable behavior. No means no. I have my space bubble. Please stop getting into it. So you know what's going to happen is I'm going to be swinging this axe, and all of a sudden I'm going to hit the stupid golem, and he's going to yeet me across the planet. I hate golems. They're worse than villagers. Yeah, you just stay up on your little hill. That's fine. You go right ahead. Just stay right there. All right, how's our time? Okay, I think I can run back real quick. And I can... Oof. I meant to do that. Also on the edge of frying. I mean, have you seen the temperatures outside? If I were an egg. Ugh. It has been so disgusting. Like, I'm sorry, waking up and it's warmer outside than it is inside my house, that is not okay. It needs to cool off overnight for me to be able to handle this heat wave. And it has not been doing that, and I'm not okay with that. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Okay. Things I love about mouse and keyboard. I love being able to do stuff like that and looking like a big giant dork. I don't care, but, you know, beep, 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 just swinging back and forth. I do love that. I love being able to do stuff like this. What else? I haven't done a lot yet, so I have to kind of, you know, it's little things, but this stuff like that, it's very cool. Speaking of which, it's currently 21 degrees Celsius or 70. Shut up. For those not in the know, Levi lives in the Pacific Northwest, and so up there it's quite delightful right now, unlike me in Central California, where it's like 100 plus degrees and has been for the last several days. It's horrible. All right, we're going to go over and get that golem. We're going to bring him back with us, and then we're going to call it done. Because let me see here. Looks like Hoser's live. Let's see. I'm going to check real quick and see what's happening here with our friend Viking while we wait for the time to pass. Let me see. I'm checking right now. Okay, so he has not gone live yet. We're waiting to look. A Razer Huntsman Mini. Oh, very cool. My kids used a mini keyboard when they were in elementary and junior high, and they had iPads for their tech device for school. They had like little Bluetooth keyboards that they would take to school so they could connect and write papers and stuff without having to use the touch screen. They're very handy, for sure. All right, I'm going to go get your friend. I will bring him over here to you. I should have put some stairs, and I forgot, but that's okay. We'll get some stairs and put them over there. All right, here we go. Up, up, and away. I have to say, I know we went a long time without it, but I am so happy to have music back on stream again. There is nothing like, you know, in the pause of in conversation, being able to have that music playing just to carry it over. So nice. Plus, playing in a silent room is kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Apples are rubbish. I agree. Oh, you mean the devices? Oh. And I kid. I want to go up there and I want to go calcite mining. Okay, it's right there. There's calcite right there. There's a whole row of it. I want to go up there and I want to get it. I don't even know what I'm going to use it for. I just want it. Just to have it. Because loot goblin. Okay, golem. Oh no. Oh no. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is very bad. I don't even have dirt in my hotbar. Ah! Okay, he stayed. Oh. Oh my god. See? This is the problem with mouse and keyboard. I never would have done that with a controller. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm literally like shaky right now. This is terrible. A great distraction from the voices that I hear. So if you take your earlobe and kind of twist it, it turns them down. Did you know that? Calcite is amazing, goes great with diorite and other blocks. Makes an amazing floor by itself too. Absolutely. I love using calcite along with diorite, like both polished and regular. It looks beautiful. It is really nice. All right, so that kind of eliminates the potential of bringing the golem back, and we're gonna have to take care of him now, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Hopefully by going away, he'll be not mad at me anymore. It was a total accident. I hope he doesn't hate me forever, because I would like him to come live with us. All right. So that was a failed attempt. That was very depressing. Okay. Let's put the lead away. Set my spawn point. Have a quick bread, because I burned a lot of calories running away from my very life. All right. Let's call that right there. Let me go ahead and check. He may forget, but he'll never forget, right? I know. I can't believe I did that. I really can't. All right, let's switch us over here. Let's go to this one, and let's go here. Beautiful. Okie dokie. So let me see. Okay, cool. He is live. All right, so we're gonna go visit Viking right now. He's just starting his stream, so that's perfect. And thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. It was a fantastic stream. Thank you to the 3 raids that came in today. Oh my gosh, 3? 3. Crazy. Please copy that raid message that's down in the chat. Share the love over at Viking Pilot Stream. Go out and do something kind for someone today. It could be anyone. A stranger, someone you know, someone you love, someone you only kind of sort of like. But do something kind. Put some joy out in the world. Make it a better place. I will catch you guys on the next stream. Bye-bye.